the right way.
Gonna be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jason Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, Melbourne. Happy Thursday. Feels like a Friday.
Good morning, Melbourne. It is the eve of the grand final public holiday. It's grand final week.
Guys,
it's a long weekend.
What a morning. We are live from Brumanity in South Melbourne this morning. Crowd's going to be rolling in from 7. We have a huge lineup
Spectacular, Jace.
I am so excited. It is. It's a beautiful morning in Melbourne.
Yep.
We're on the rooftop at Brumanity. It is going to be quite the morning. Now, I do have a very sad story to start the morning.
Oh, no, the deep fry's down.
Worse, my dad, who is the biggest footy nuffy of all
What's
time,
happened? His
Bobby
tracksuit's
Phillips,
shrunk in the
called
wash.
me last night and he said, "Love, I've gone out for dinner with Jules. We went and had fish and chips.
Yep.
Sat on the beach nice and early.
How
had
romantic.
a lovely early night because I'm going to get there at 6:01 ready for the grand final breakfast." And he got food poisoning from his fish and chips.
Oh, not from the
And
flake.
he's at home and he's devo. You know how much Bobby Phillips loves grand final.
I thought you were going to say you had fish and chips at the park. Tried to throw the leg over.
Well, maybe he's lying. Maybe that's
done a
what
hammy.
really happened.
And he's done a hip.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they got arrested for indecent exposure.
Oh, so no
Maybe.
Bobby this morning.
No Bobby Phillips this morning, which means there will be plenty of food left at the buffet for everybody else.
Oh, well, look, Bobby, we hope you're feeling okay, mate. It's not going to be a grand final breakfast without your dad.
I know.
But we've got so many guests.
We do. Now
Far
we
more important guests
special
than Bobby
guests, you could
Phillips.
say.
I just saw the great David Neitz walking in.
Oh,
This is
Nita.
his pub. I mean,
The 300
when you
game
retire
legend from
from
the Melbourne Footy Club.
footy, why wouldn't you have a pub? And
Exactly. I tried to buy shares
A
in it earlier
brewery.
this morning. We had a little chat about me getting into hospo.
Gee, I reckon it'll be quiet here this weekend.
Oh, good luck. Don't forget, you can hit up Brumanity's website if you want to come along and watch the footy finals at Melbourne's best rooftop. I can tell you now,
I
this
think it
joint
might be sold out. Is it sold out?
sold out, Dave. We still got room? Little bit of room.
Sold out for grand final day. But plenty of time for the long weekend, though.
It is an absolutely cracking spot here this morning. We're going to roll in the crowd from 7. We're going to be dishing out premiership tattoos. We're going to see how committed
how good.
the
Oh, no.
Lions and Swans fans are. Would they be willing to get a premiership tattoo?
Did you get one when the Demons won, Stanners?
I didn't.
Lower back.
Aren't you bogan enough to do that?
Little
I
devil.
should have, shouldn't I?
You're not dedicated enough. I think we should pin you down
Let's tramp stamp him today.
Lauren. It's very
and
early.
make you get a Demons tattoo on your... Where should we give it to him?
Oh,
Lower back? No? Okay, it's too early.
Feeling like the third wheel here, to be honest. Feeling incredibly uncomfortable.
only today.
Okay, so we're going to pin Clint down. We're also going to be joined by Eddie Maguire. Josh Kennedy is bringing the Premiership Cup
how
after
good.
7 this morning.
The AFL CEO Andrew Dillon will join us.
And-
the great Mike Brady will be singing some footy bangers.
And returning to Nova this morning and proudly wearing his Lions colours, the great Jonathan Brown
Yes.
will be in the house.
I listened to him speak yesterday at a function I was at.
Oh, yeah.
He is
gee.
a busy man.
He'd have heavy pockets this week,
Oh,
Jonathan
yeah.
Brown, I
He
reckon.
needs a security guard to get
There'll be
around.
Notes falling out of those pants. And the one and only Katy Perry after 8 this morning.
Now, we caught up with Katy Perry.
Yeah.
She gave us a hint as to who the Aussie legend is that will be joining her in the grand final. And you know what the hint was? That she's a Scorpio, and that didn't help us one bit, did it?
No,
Well-
but we did some Googling last night and
Well, I suggested Paddy Newton.
I was going to suggest Olivia Newton-John.
Oh.
I know, and then I forgot.
Jason.
Sorry. But when she said Australian legend, that was the first
We
thing
said
that came to
Missy
mind.
Higgins. We said, we guessed a lot of great Aussie names, but I think I've got to the bottom of it.
Rosie. I think you're on the money.
I think we might be in chains a little later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tina Arena.
Baby, baby, look at
Sweet
me.
Sorrento Moon.
Out of
Oh, do you
all
think they'll
the
sing
people.
Sorrento Moon?
Oh,
What would
can
Katy
you
Perry
imagine
and Tina
Katy
Arena
Perry
sing together?
Singing Sweet Sorrento
No,
Moon.
too slow. She'll be doing Chains. What's the other one? What's Tina Arena's other one?
Yes.
Chains 2.0.
What's the other one?
You know,
What's the
great
other
morning.
Tina Arena song?
Look at
Tina
her.
Arena has that other great banger, guys.
We are not starting this show till we get the second Tina Arena single.
Chains and... it was something
anyone?
about a flame, wasn't it?
Eternal Flame.
No, that was Human Nature,
Oh,
wasn't
damn it, no.
Katy Perry is going to sing with Tina Arena, and she, not Tina Turner, come on Spotify.
I'm loving
Burn,
this. Burn.
Chains.
Anyone?
Don't
I think
ask.
it was Sorrento Moon.
Yeah.
I think they'll be singing Chains.
What a
guys.
strong break this has been.
It's definitely going to be Chains.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's a...
Oh, yeah,
That's not Tina Arena. That's a cover.
that screams grand final.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's a remix.
I'll set the tone for grand final
we got
day.
chains there. Can someone play Tina
No,
Arena chains?
we've got these guys.
Chains.
Hunters and collectors to kick things off.
There it
jeez.
is. Sing it, Tina.
Should we kick off the morning with this?
No,
Coming.
absolutely not.
I could sing it with her.
I could too.
No.
Just a little mood set.
Okay, we'll play it later, but let's play
Okay.
Hunters and Collectors now
All right.
because Chase is in a mood. Here we go.
I'll
It's
be in a
grand
mood
final
if
week, Melbourne.
We play
Let's
Tina
go.
Arena.
From Tina to Hunters.
Live from Brumanity, it's our grand final breakfast on Nova. The sun is coming up over Melbourne. Welcome to grand final breakfast live from Brumanity. Good morning, Melbourne. This is Nova 100. You're on the air with Jason Lauren. Clint's here as well. We're doing it thanks to our mates at What If. It is Aussie for travel, and that song right there is going to get you in the mood for grand final weekend.
Screams grand final day, doesn't it?
You know that song in year 10? I know every word, by the way, because we had a poetry day and the assignment was to recite a poem. Everyone recited.
I love a
like,
sunburnt country.
Man from Snowy River, Sylvia Plath, all these amazing.
What's Sylvia Plath?
She was a poet. She's
She's a poet if you know it.
Anyway, I did Hunters and Collectors.
How'd you go with the grades?
I think I got word for word perfect.
Really
Anyway.
screams public
I
school.
love when people do that. I was at a wedding once where the reading at the wedding was the lyrics to a AC/DC song.
Oh, you're kidding.
And
me.
as they were
Never
doing
tear
the
us apart.
reading, everyone was sitting there, and I was like, I've heard this before because it wasn't obviously in a tune. And then at the end, I was like, oh, that's AC/DC.
Are they still together?
They are very happily
they're
married.
never gonna tear
Maybe
them
I should have
apart,
tried
Chase.
that.
Isn't that in excess?
Oh, is it?
Oh, maybe it was in excess. I don't know.
Hey, guys, grand final day plans. What's everyone doing? Because I got a text that really sent me on one last night.
Grand final. I'm going to the grand final, and I'm so excited. I mean, my team's obviously not in it. In fact, my team didn't even look like they were going to be
I
in
think
it
your
from about
team's been
March this year.
relegated.
But I am going to the grand final with Paul, and he is a Brisbane boy. So we've got his brother coming down, our
Yep.
niece, some of his mates from school. The Team Brisbane are floating into our family, into our home this week, and we're going to support the Lions.
That's right. You're running a hostel.
We are running a hostel this week, yes. The inn is full.
Do
at
you
Lions.
cook for everyone?
Absolutely not. You're welcome to stay at my house, but I ain't
She
lifting a
doesn't
finger
even
for
cook
you.
for Paul.
Yeah, right. Fair point. You going?
Yesterday afternoon, got a call from the AFL to say that I had a couple of tickets, so I am beside myself with excitement, Jace.
So you know how yesterday you and I were having this very conversation going, we haven't got tickets.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. We haven't
Oh,
got
don't
tickets.
tell me.
Did someone offer you tickets?
So because we didn't have tickets, I was like, well, I guess I'll try.
You've just moved into your new mansion as
Yeah.
well, so
Suburban
perfect for
house.
hosts.
You've got a cinema room. You
I do
can
not
set
have a
up
cinema
And
room.
a big pool and a man cave. I mean, who doesn't want to be at your house for grand
Anyway.
final? If I didn't have tickets to grand final, I would have said, "Can I come to your mansion to watch?"
We
the
should have done this whole breakfast in your cinema room. There's enough room.
Because shut up. Because I didn't have plans. I said to friends of ours, come round.
Who'd you invite?
Kiri.
Oh yeah, Kiri's the one that flipped the
Sadesh?
bird at me when
Sadesh?
I
Yeah,
was
Yeah.
there.
the
Coming?
crazy mum.
Sadesh, who falls
If he could
asleep
stay awake
standing
for the
up.
game. Like, so I said, guys, come round.
What about Gerard?
Oh, Big G.
Big G might swing past. And if Benj is allowed out of the house in his big boy pants,
Oh,
he'll come
good on
along
you,
as well.
Benj's wife will want him out of the house.
The only drama is, literally, after I sent the group text and everyone responded going, we're in,
Who invited you?
Nate from work sends me a message going, the AFL's just reached out. Would you like to go to the grand final?
No, because I'm going with the AFL, and I don't want to see you in my holidays.
Well, you won't because I can't go now.
Why?
I invited everyone to our place.
Oh no, that's where you go, Dal, Lou. Have a great day.
No, she's
There's
not.
30 people coming to our house, and I'm going to the footy.
She'll be upstairs watching Real Housewives, Dale. She's not into
It's
it.
like sacrilege to not go to the MCG Grand Final day if you've got a ticket.
Don't.
Do you know how badly people want those tickets?
Don't. Because I was ropeable last night. I was like, can we cancel? She's like,
Everyone
"You've invited everyone."
understands. It's Thursday. You
What
can say,
time did
guys,
that
I got a
text
ticket to
come
the grand
through?
final. Sorry, I can't do it.
About 7 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ditch your mates.
Mine
See you,
came through
Gerard
at
and
6:30.
Sadesh. Have it at your house. I'm going to the granny.
Big G, you're up. You're
Big
hosting
G,
the
you're
party.
hosting.
Jace,
Yep.
I was invited by Nate too.
Why didn't I get invited by Nate?
6:30.
You got the text first.
You were sloppy seconds, brother.
Story of my life. I'm off the lot here. It has just gone 12 past 6. We are live from Brumanity this morning. Coming up,
Should we read out your address and everyone can go to your house that doesn't have a ticket to the grand final?
You know what? Great
Gen
idea.
Z will be there. She won't leave till next year's grand final.
She ain't leaving. She ain't leaving. We are on the air. Thanks, our mates at What If. It is Aussie for Travel. Hey, we're live from Brumanity. It's our grand final breakfast. Stay with us. This is Nova. Sun is coming up. Weather's looking good for grand final day as
It's going
well.
to be a beauty on grand final day,
here
Jace.
she
It's a
goes.
little fresh in Melbourne this morning.
Here she goes.
What do you mean?
Oh, someone's channeling weekend weather, girl.
Yeah, do you want your job back?
Maybe I do, so I can get away from you two. Maybe I do want to go back to the
You know
Today
the
Show.
problem with that is that you'd be working with me.
Yeah, you're there too.
Can't get away.
I know it is going to be a great day on grand final day. It's a little fresh this morning, but I see blue skies. It's beautiful up here.
It's very comprehensive.
I like doing Lauren's postcards. We're at Brumanity. It's just a short drive from inner city Melbourne. This.
It's about a 5-minute drive
There
from
it
the
is.
CBD. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
I actually did postcards here with you,
Yeah, I know,
Jay,
I know.
and we had to roll you out of here because you ate all the dim sims, remember?
Yeah, and I plan on doing exactly the same thing today.
Highly recommend the dim sims here if you can tuck into those a little later.
It's going to be a massive morning. Crowd starting to arrive. We've got a whole bunch of special guests going to be joining us a little bit later on. Jonathan Brown will be in the house. Eddie Maguire and Mike Brady going to be performing at 8 this morning. But Clint, who you got there?
I got Jack from Mount Eliza here. Jack's a Geelong supporter, Jace. Jack, good morning.
Good morning.
So you're in mourning for the Cats?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, it's spewing. It's like they just stopped on the weekend.
They did, but have you found a team this weekend? Who have you got a soft spot for?
I do like Sydney because they're like a big country football town, a bit like Geelong, just like a bit of a country football club.
It's Sydney, Jack. I wouldn't say it's a country football club. It's one of the biggest cities in the country.
Yeah, but also the Lions knocked the Cats out, so you can't be barracking for the Lions. We were going to try and get Tom Hawkins down here this morning, actually, but he had Wacky Wednesday
did he?
yesterday, and I don't think he's in any state to be here this morning.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, he
I'll try and
dressed
get
up
some
with.
inside
He
goss.
dressed up as the
I saw that.
pole vaulter
Yes.
of the Olympics with the
With the big willy.
big schlong.
Did
he? He did.
Good on you, Hawk.
All
right,
Hey,
now-
also one of your favourites is here.
Oh, Jace's boyfriend, Big J.
Big J. There you go, Big J.
Boyfriend, what do you think this is? I don't think so.
You're in your Brizzy gear, Big J. You're a
Yeah,
Lions fan.
I'm just a band jumper this week because I'm a proud Queenslander and we need revenge for the disgraceful state of origin earlier this year. So we've got to go to win back somewhere.
So do you actually barrack for the Lions? Because you got a Lions hat, Lions jersey, Lions
No,
scarf.
I'm just a bandwagon jumper this week. I'm a Queenslander, so
Oh,
I'll back
gee.
anything Queensland.
Well, you've spent all your money at the AFL merch
This cost me
store
like
this week.
$50. I was walked in $50. She said, "No worries, mate." Walked out. Problem solved. I don't pay full price for nothing. If you use your manners and say, "Can I please have this, miss? You look very lovely today." Swindle a bit. $50 walked out the door. Problem solved.
Good to
Good on
see
you,
Big
Big
J.
J.
Good to see Big J. Let's go, Big J. Yeah, good to see Big J.
Now, be warned, Big J has a history as an adult entertainer, so
does.
make sure he doesn't get on the mimosas this morning and try and take his Lions gear off.
Go straight from Mike Brady to Mini J. Guys, what do you reckon the score will be this weekend?
Look, I have no idea,
Because last
but
night...
I'm going to say that the Lions are going to win by 10 points. For absolutely no rhyme or reason in that guess, but that is what my head says.
I've been doing these super coach tips.
Here we go.
They're-
Where did you finish on that?
They're in the Herald Sun every Thursday.
Like the Cats, he stopped come finals.
No. Last time I checked, I was top 3. I'll get an update. I don't know
Well,
where
that
I'm
is a
at.
Christmas miracle because you know as much about footy as Katy Perry does.
How dare you? Speaking of which, interview with Katy Perry coming up a little bit later on this morning. She was nice.
She was great, wasn't she?
She was gorgeous. We took one of the most awkward photos of all time. After the interview, we were kind of halfway out the door when the publicist said, "Do you guys want to pick?" And we went, "Oh, okay." And I said, "Where should we do it?" And they said, "Just where Katie is." And she just sat
She
there
didn't
like
move.
a queen on a throne on her chair. And we awkwardly squatted next
It
to
does
her.
look a little bit like we're at Madame Two
It
Swords.
was it was a Santa. It was a Santa photo.
It was a Santa photo.
Well, lucky you didn't sit on her lap.
I'll tell you what,
It's
it
so
could
awkward.
it could have went either way at the start because when we walked in, she was texting. I don't know if it was Orlando Bloom. She was texting her partner, but it was about her kid.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, "Oh, my kid's in music class," and showed us a video.
Playing the drums.
And I said, "Are we Are we wasting money on music, Clunts, or is there
I
a
thought,
future?
why on earth would you say to Katy Perry, does your kid not have a musical bone in its body?
Because it could have went either way. She could have been like, how dare you? She's two.
I kind of hoped that she was going to say that.
Yeah, well,
She kind of did say that. She was like, no, she's very musical.
Oh no, she had that look like, she'll get there
Well, she's 2.
with a few more lessons.
We all will, Jace.
Hey,
She was lovely, though. We'll catch up with her a little later on. She knows nothing about football, by the way.
She's, by the way, $5 million to perform at the grand final.
$5 million?
$5 million.
How much do you think
She's
Tina
singing
Arena's getting
Oh, she'll be
to
getting
join her?
$50, I reckon.
for chains?
Actually, Tina will be paying the AFL.
Yeah, Tina will do it for a carton of chips.
I love Tina Arena.
There it is, everybody.
Guys, I don't know about you, but on Saturday I'm going to a Katy Perry and Tina Arena concert, and then there's some men running around in short shorts after.
Tina's going to wonder why all this money starts appearing in her bank account this morning. Oh my God, people are playing my song again.
No one's even confirmed if it is Tina Arena.
No, we're just running with
know
it.
that it's a Scorpio and she's Australian.
We're going to be very disappointed when
And Nikki Webster's fully booked this week. So we're putting our money
She's
on
doing
Tina
the
Arena.
NRL.
we are live from Brewmanity. It is our grand final breakfast. It is
Imagine
just
if
gone
Nikki Webster did the NRL hanging from a wire. She floats in.
27 past 6. We'll check your run to work. Latest in news next at Nova. Live from Brewmanity in South Melbourne. This is a ripping spot.
Good crowd, Jace.
I know. Good morning, Melbourne. People starting to arrive early. Some people, Jason over there, already on the cold ones.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's grand final long weekend.
What I love.
It's a long weekend now.
What I love is he's gotten his brother. Is it your brother? His brother's driving the work truck for him. So
Yes,
as a thank you,
Jason.
he's sending his brother texts and photos of him enjoying beers at the grand final breakfast.
What a man.
What about that? Beers in the 6. I said to Jason before, let's wait till 7. Jason didn't wait till 7. But why not?
Good on you, Jace.
Why not? It's grand final weekend.
Exactly. Huge weekend in Melbourne. Favourite time of the year. An emotional story heading into the grand final,
Well,
though.
the thing about grand final week, there's always trials and tribulations coming into the granny, and there's often a heartbreak story. We hear it every year. Clint, what do you got for us?
Well, the heartbreak story this year is in red and white. The Swans made a very tough call on their skipper, Callum Mills, yesterday at training. He did train, but just not well enough to satisfy the coach and the Swans that his hamstring is okay. So rather than it be a distraction right up till Saturday afternoon, they decided to make the call. And unfortunately for Cal Mills, he won't be playing, which is, as captain or co-captain, is a heartbreak story.
Oh, gosh, that is devastating.
But you're right, there's always one, isn't
Question.
there?
There is always a story like that.
Does he still get...
No.
No.
If you don't play, you don't get the medal.
So if he was sub, yes.
Yeah, right.
They've actually introduced a new medal this year called the Ron Barassi Medal for the winning captain or captains. Unfortunately, he's captain.
Yeah,
he won't
but
be
he's
playing,
out.
so he won't get it. Remember that iconic moment with Bob Murphy many years ago?
Yeah, the Bulldogs.
When the Bulldogs won one.
Yeah, that was
His
so
heart and soul of
sad.
the Bulldogs. He'd hurt his knee.
Someone
couldn't
gave him
play.
their medal, didn't they?
Yes, that's right.
Who was
So-
it? Someone. Clint, our esteemed football journalist. Who was it that gave him the medal?
Who gave Bob Murphy the medal?
Well, I don't know. You're the sports guy.
The coach.
It wasn't Bevo, was it? Was it?
The coach.
There
well,
you go. It was the coach,
good on
apparently.
you for knowing that, Clint.
Okay.
Do you normally do that on the news at night? Was it? Apparently.
Apparently it was the coach.
Hang on, it's like the monkey playing the cymbals.
I mean, it
in
was
my
many
head.
years ago. He's very old. His memory. Anyway, we'll wait and see what happens this weekend if the Swannies will get the win. Now, Clint, you said just before you think the Swannies are going to win by how much?
I reckon it'll be a blowout. I reckon they'll win by
talk it
40.
up. No, I reckon this news is going to rattle them.
I just think that the Lions have spent a lot of tickets getting there, emotionally, physically.
Yeah, but
They've had 2 massive games coming
Yeah, but
into
also
it.
they were burnt from last year. That would be a drive to go
Yeah.
into a grand final.
Potentially.
And Lockie Neal has one of the great black eyes I've ever seen.
Yeah,
And
it's a
I'm sure
shiner,
that'll
isn't
help
it?
him get across the line.
Look, we are live from Brewmanity this morning. How's me, Mr. Sport? I'm going to the basketball tonight.
What?
What basketball?
I hope they put you up on the big screen.
Okay,
outside.
Mr. Sport. Who's playing tonight in the basketball they're going to?
The Phoenix versus Melbourne United.
Who's your favourite player?
Stephen.
I told you, Mitch Creek. Just say Mitch Creek.
Mitch Stephen Creek.
Mr. Sport over here. Well done.
I'm coming at you like a dark horse.
Jason Lawrence, horse or
All right, so I'll tell you what, this is the best time of year in Melbourne, isn't it?
We've got grand final weekend. You're off to the basketball tonight. Spring racing carnival is around the corner. The sun is shining. We've got blue skies. I mean, Melbourne doesn't get any better than this, does it, Chase?
No, it doesn't. We've got the lovely Fiona joining us on stage this morning. Morning, Fee.
Good morning.
Fiona, in your Swannies scarf. You feeling confident this weekend?
Yes, very.
Now, Fiona's a bit of a loose unit, guys.
Is she? She looks like a loose unit.
Fiona, no, I actually disagree. I don't
Thank
think
you.
Fiona does look like a loose unit. I
Thank
think
you.
you look immaculate and
thanks.
like you would never get loose.
Looks are deceiving.
A little bit.
Who's right?
Me.
The boys or me?
10 seconds before we went to air, she goes, almost got a tattoo on Father's Day on my ass.
Oh, Fiona.
No, I didn't.
Fiona,
What do
I
you mean?
said I would get one if the Swans win.
you getting one
On my bottom.
on your well, okay, I did not expect that from you,
on
Fiona.
your bottom.
Only if they win.
On your buttock. On the left
A
cheek or the right?
beautiful-
Oh, I haven't thought that through.
A beautiful
I
swan.
haven't thought a lot through.
And what is the tattoo going to be of?
I
Well, it had to be
Premier's.
the Swannies.
A Premier's tattoo
Yeah.
on your anus.
I got a way you could do the A.
Not on
Maybe.
the anus.
Not on the anus.
On the cheek.
On the cheek.
Oh, wow. Didn't expect that from you, Fiona.
So, here's
You're
the
a
go.
surprise packet.
Your son, Sam,
Yes.
is... We've actually got a tattoo artist down here this morning.
Oh, Fiona.
And Sam is actually going to get a 2024 Swans Premiership tattoo.
Who is?
Her son.
My son.
Before
His
the
first
game.
tattoo.
Where is he?
Just over there.
Oh, yeah, he looks
on
like
you,
a loose
Sammy.
unit.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to get one on the anus.
No, they're not getting it on their nose.
You get matching anus tattoos with your mum.
Oh, with your mum. Cute. Get your cheeks out, guys. It's a family affair.
Where do you want him to get the tattoo? Lower back?
No, I think thigh.
Whoa,
Fiona.
whoa, jeez.
Jeez.
Gosh.
Maybe?
On the thigh, yeah, because you
Yeah,
don't see
thigh.
that unless he's in his Speedos.
Correct.
All right. Now, listen, we'll get to the tats a little
You
bit
look
later
like a Speedo guy, Sam.
Here's the go. Do you like a day out at the races?
I love a day at the races.
That does not
Fiona
surprise me.
just likes a day out by the sounds of things.
Well, Sportsbet Caulfield Cup Carnival, October 12 to 19. Immerse yourself in spring racing spectacle. It's happening, and tickets are from $50. You can book now at Ticketek. How this game works, it is called Horse Or. Today, Lauren's going to give you the name.
She'll know. She'll know because you
Heck.
know what it is today? Is it a horse or is it a cocktail?
Hey.
Are you ready for the name?
All right. Fiona, is this a horse or a cocktail? Clover Club.
Think about it.
Clover Club.
Clover Club coming down the outside. Hi, can I just grab 2 Clover Clubs?
I think it might be a cocktail.
You got
She knows her cocktails.
Knows her cockies.
You are off to the Caulfield Cup.
2 VIP tickets worth over
wow.
$550
Oh my God.
a pop.
You guys are awesome.
Are you going to take your son or someone else?
Maybe my husband. It's his birthday today, so.
Oh, is he getting an anus tattoo also?
he's not getting
in
a
celebration.
Family
I can ask
anus
him.
tattoos.
Hey.
Nose tattoos.
Hey,
Hey,
well done.
Thanks.
A grand final prediction. Who's going to win and by what?
Swannies by 32.
Oh,
There you go. The Swannies
confident.
fans are confident.
Wow. We are live from Brumanity this morning. This is the home of a Melbourne legend, David
It
Neitz.
is. Nita.
300 gamer. Life member of the AFL, former Melbourne captain.
Also-
Played in a grand final. Didn't go our way, but
Let's not bring that up last
But he
time.
played in 3 grand finals when we were in a mixed netball
He
team
did.
together. Won a few of
a
those. So that would
triple
have
premiership winning member of the Wags.
the Wags Netball Club.
And David
We'll
Neitz.
ask him what his highlight was. Playing for the Melbourne Demons or playing for the Wags Netball Club next.
I have a feeling I know what the answer will be. David
Definitely the
Neitz
Wags.
joins us on stage next at our grand final breakfast here on Nova. Good morning, Melbourne. Let's say hello to our first guest.
Our next guest is the gracious host of the fine establishment that we're broadcasting from today. He's a legend of the Melbourne Demons. Please welcome to the show, David Neitz.
Yeah!
Hey,
Let's
Neitzy, good
get the
morning.
Neitz.
Hey,
Good
Anita.
morning,
Hey.
everyone.
Good
What a
morning.
great morning for it.
a
Perfect for
ripper.
grand final day.
What a great morning.
Great
This is
preparation.
your brewery.
It sure is.
Are
It
you
is.
living the dream,
Mate,
brother?
I thought, what can you do after a lifetime playing footy? You just go to open a brewery, don't you? And then,
Why not?
You know, what else could a man want?
Now, it's a very conscious brewery, though, because Brumanity works very closely with Fight MND, doesn't it?
We do. That's how we started, created the beer to help raise funds for vitamin D. So over the June, it was 2015 when Neil first started fundraising. Neil's gone on to raise something like 100 million or something crazy like that. And through a whole lot of different partnerships with hospitality establishments around Melbourne. We do a bit of work with Coles as well. We've probably raised now just over $1.7 million with all of
That's
our
off,
partners,
Good
which has
on
been
you,
enormous. And then it's eventually led to this, which we opened a few months
The
ago.
Melbourne Pass players are a bunch of degenerates.
They're a bunch of loose units, aren't they?
Do you get them all in here? Is it like a permanent reunion spot for Melbourne players?
It's a great spot for a reunion. We've actually got good timing. We've got Wayne Moose Hemwood. I'm not sure if anyone remembers him. He's an ex-Melbourne and ex-Sydney player, but he's bringing about 30 ex-Sydney players here tomorrow. So that'll be interesting.
Oh, the Sydney reunion.
Just to do a bit of a comparison between Melbourne and Sydney, guys. We might even get a few demons in as well.
Speaking of tomorrow, I just saw look like a oil tanker rolling up out the front, but it's actually full of champagne, stocking up for tomorrow.
I've heard my mum Liz is now needs. You know my mum Liz.
She's just got the
Dave.
tanker?
She's got the tanker.
Is it true Liz has been on the texts to you saying she's coming down tomorrow?
Does
with her
Lauren's mum
girlfriend?
text you direct?
She goes direct, and she tells me exactly what she needs and what she wants. That's why there's a bit of extra artillery in the champagne cabinet.
Oh my
for the
God!
weekend.
Steer clear. We don't want to not promote your business here, but if Liz is coming down, I would steer clear of the whole suburb of South Melbourne tomorrow. She loves grand final.
Hey, Nita, grand final day.
Yes.
2000. I know it didn't pan out the way that we as Melbourne people would have liked, but what was
happened?
the whole experience? Well,
Have
they
a
went
guess,
down by
Jace.
10 goals, but result aside, what's the whole experience like? Because Melbourne as a city does grand final week and day like no other.
Yeah, look, the experience was fantastic in terms of the build-up, and Shambo won the Brownlow medal leading into the
right.
game, so that was exciting. And then you deal with the emotions of thinking, oh, I'm going to be the best on ground, I'm going to win the Norm Smith and kick goals. Or then you think, oh, but what if I don't and go really badly and embarrass myself on the biggest stage? So you're dealing with those emotions is a really interesting experience to go through. And then running out onto the ground was amazing with 100,000 people all cheering and full of hope and anticipation. And then, as Clint knows, pretty quickly after that for the Demons, it all fell apart, and we were commiserating pretty early.
Just to make a grand final is huge. 2 days out from the big day, what would be going through the players' minds today?
I think they'll be just trying to relax, trying to get themselves in their zone, trying to make the week as normal as they possibly can, although it's not that normal. I guess these guys have got the advantage that they've been in the grand final over the last 2 years themselves, so they've been through the experience.
They'll
all be better for it.
Do you have a weird little tradition you do on the morning of game
Were
day?
you superstitious?
I did have not that superstitious, but I did eat the same breakfast pretty much every morning.
Oh, what was it? Breakfast of champions.
It's not that exciting. It was baked beans on toast.
No.
Bit of baked
You
beans on
had
toast.
baked beans before you played in
Bit
the
of
grand
baked beans.
final.
I thought I'd put the opposition off a little bit, maybe midway through the game. But yeah, for some reason, the baked beans on toast worked for me, and I stuck with it.
Oh my gosh! Now I know you are an AFL champion.
Yes.
We were telling Jace before that we played in many netball grand finals
Didn't we,
in, our,
Nita?
Did we
in
ever?
our career as mixed netballers.
It's a storied
we played
career.
together.
You don't
His
scream
career-
netball player to me.
Well, do you want to play against him?
No,
Yeah.
fair point.
No. But our fiercest competitor was Beck Judd, of course. She
she
was.
was.
I never.
She'd carry a
The competitive spirit in
Very
in
competitive.
But it was very good.
And
Good
your
take.
career was dramatically and tragically cut short in the Wags
it was the
netball
heartbreak
team.
story of mixed
It
netball.
was. When you got vertigo, our team never won again.
you get vertigo?
Nita.
I got a little bit about a vertigo, but I never won a grand final in under 10s. I don't won a grand
Yeah,
final in
right.
footy, and then all of a sudden we had a three-peat.
We won
back to back.
three-peat
Out of
in the
control.
Wags netball team.
What was the opposition like when they'd rock up for mixed
Well,
netball on a Monday night
They
and see
once
Dave Neitz?
absolutely cracked it because Nita was playing, I think, in goal attack, and Beck had rolled in Chris Judd to play,
And then Gary Ablett Jr.
He
rocked
filled
up as
in.
a super sub in centre.
And the other
his,
team-
his opponent just went, "Are you kidding?"
are you guys serious?
Meanwhile, it's the crew from Medibank who are just, doing
Playing.
some social sport after work.
It's
So, but
amazing
we're
how
called the
competitive
Wags.
people get that Monday night netball.
Few
Oh, yeah.
elbows,
Wow,
weren't there? There were a few
was. It got
elbows.
aggressive at times.
Hey,
Yes.
before we let you go, prediction for Saturday.
Well, we're here in South Melbourne, right?
Oh.
So I've got to go for the Swans. But
Cheer,
Chrissy
cheer.
Fagan is the coach who coached me at the Demons.
He's
So
an
I've got a
assistant at the
massive,
Ds.
massive soft spot for Fags.
Who wins the Norm Smith?
I'm gonna go. Big Joey Danaher is going to do something special. Look at the sun shining.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great day for the big boys.
Clint was saying Fagan's got a bit of a temper on him.
Bit of a temper, Fags, the mild-mannered reporter. He's pretty good. Oh, has he
blow
got stuck
up?
into you, Clint?
Not stuck. Well, he does get stuck into reporters at media conferences.
Does he?
Everyone does
I love
these
that.
days.
Yeah.
Pesky
Rightfully
sports
so.
reporters.
Yeah.
What
Fair
a
enough.
stupid question.
Hey, just before we let you go, Dave, one of our great mates and one of your great mates, Brad Green, has stepped into the boots at the Melbourne Footy Club
Yes,
as the president.
he is the pres of the Melbourne Footy Club.
top
Yes.
dog.
Now, is he concerned that he's going to get calls from one Clint Stanaway every week trying to get tickets to the president's lunch? Have you spoken to him about that? Because I think that's probably his biggest concern in that
He's
role.
had to put a limit on the requests coming in from Clint. They've been picking fast since he's got the top dog job. But no, good on him. Good on him. Kate Roffey's obviously stood aside, and Clint's in there for an interim role. Clint.
No, don't put
God,
words
Jesus, no.
I've got too many jobs, Steve.
Whoa.
Too many
Brad
jobs.
is in there for an interim role, and he'll do a grand
Imagine
job.
you on the board.
He will do
God.
a great job.
Hey,
Be a bit volatile, I reckon. A bit emotional, I would say.
I'll be treasurer.
No.
Thanks so
that's a
much for
bad
having us
idea.
here, mate. You've got a cracking venue. Brumanity is the spot to come and watch the footy. Just spend a nice cheeky little Friday or Saturday, Sunday afternoon.
Totally. Footy ends this weekend, and then it's races and Christmas party
Races and
season
Christmas
down here.
party, yeah. So thank you guys for your support, and get down here for spring and
No,
summer.
it's a ripping spot. Well done. Dave
Dave
Neitz joining us on the air this
Hi,
morning.
Nita.
It is just gone 7:03. We are live from Brumanity this morning. Sorry,
What's happened?
I'm just watching
Have a look at those eggs.
Big
Bacon.
Big J, one of our listeners, having a D&M with Eddie Maguire, and
Big
the
J.
look on Eddie's face like, I should have packed the taser.
I reckon Eddie's met all these kinds of footy fans before. He's posing for a photo, Big J. There's no camera, Big J. It's radio, brother.
Eddie Maguire going to
Eddie's
join us
headbutted him.
on the air very soon. We are
It's a
live
meeting of the minds.
from Brumanity. We got a whole bunch of special guests joining us, and we are gearing up and counting down to grand final weekend.
It is one of the great weekends in Melbourne, Jace. You can feel the energy in the air. And
Yep.
up here at Brumanity, there are some very excited footy fans.
Well, here's the thing. No, this is the time of year where you show your commitment for the team. So we have brought in Ting from Jopo MBC Tattoos. You can check them out online. Jopo MBC.
Oh, you can hear. Oh, gosh, I was wondering what that noise was.
Turn it off,
That's
Lauren.
the tattoo.
Oh, right. Okay.
Goodness me.
So
Could have
we
been
are.
anything. Electric toothbrush
handbag.
bats. There it is.
Something in from home. We are handing out
How
premiership
dare you? I haven't even had a mimosa yet.
tattoos this morning. How committed are you? Well, we've got Sam, who's a Swannies fan. Morning, Sam.
How you going?
Good on you,
Good.
Sam.
How long have you been going for the Swannies? All your life?
Yeah, since I was born.
Favourite player?
Oh, Goodsy.
Goodsy.
Yeah.
Oh, favourite of all
legend of the club.
time.
What do you reckon they'll win by on Saturday?
23.
Oh, confident. Jesus.
Well, he must
Gotta
be
be confident.
confident because he's come down to get a premiership tattoo before they've won the premiership.
That's
So you
it.
must be feeling confident,
Yeah.
Sam.
Where-
Feeling confident.
Yeah, what region are you thinking?
Just on the thigh.
On the thigh.
Yeah.
We can't
Safe
convince you to get it on the
Anus.
Anus.
No, not quite.
not on the buttock.
All right.
Okay, Sam.
Okay, Sam, you are going to be going off to the tattoo chair and then flying the flag for the Lions.
So what, they're getting Premiers 2024?
Yeah,
Yeah.
before the game.
Before the game.
That's confidence.
Well, another idiot is Dyson. Morning, Dice.
That's right.
Dice. Good
Now,
to
you
see
must
ya.
be feeling confident as a Lions fan if you're getting a premiership tattoo.
Yeah, I tried to avoid everything last year when we made the grand final.
Yes.
Just blocked out all the noise, but I feel like I'm embracing it this year, and hopefully that works better.
So you're a Melbourne boy?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, born
Okay.
and raised. So old Fitzroy, I suppose, family.
Ah, right.
So who's your favourite player?
All time or in the team at the moment?
Bit of both, Dice.
All time, John O'Brien.
Yes, he's
what a
coming down
legend.
here
Be here in
shortly.
about 20.
In the current team, Ryan Lester is a gem, probably an unsung hero.
Okay, what's your prediction for Saturday? The Lions are holding up the premiership cup. What's the score?
The stress was nice because we won on Saturday night, so hopefully another close one. 10 points.
Oh, I said 10 points.
Dyson, there's an O in Lions. Will you be going the Anus for the tattoo region? Or?
I will not.
Okay,
What,
right.
what body part? Do you have any other? Are you a clean skin or have you got other tattoos?
No, I've got other tattoos. I've got a shoulder piece as well. So.
A shoulder piece.
Shoulder piece.
Oh, that's very demure. Classy.
Not
What's on
part
your
of it.
shoulder piece?
It is actually a lion, funnily enough.
Oh.
Ah, so where are you going to get today's piece?
I haven't
quite work that one out.
The other
yet.
shoulder.
Yeah, maybe the other shoulder.
Go the forehead.
Maybe
Back
go
a bit.
out for Oscar McInerney and
Well,
go
then
left
if
shoulder.
you wear something
Left shoulder.
strapless,
Oh,
you
wasn't
didn't
that
show it off.
Oh, when you wear your strapless gown.
Well,
Your
boys,
boob tube.
you guys head off to the tattoo table. Good luck to both of you on Saturday.
We'll see you shortly with your new
Someone's-
pieces.
Someone's going to be rocking a legendary tattoo Saturday night, and the other bloke. Well,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no.
What
no,
could go
you-
wrong,
yeah.
Jace?
I
Maybe
don't know
it'll
what
be-
to say.
yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Hey,
Good on you, lads.
On the other side of this, Eddie Maguire is in the house. He will be joining us. Let's take you back to 2022 Grand Final. This man was the pre-match entertainment.
Oh, Robbie.
No one looked better in a pink suit than Mr. Robbie Williams. This is Let Me Entertain You, live from Brumanity. It is Jason Lauren. This is our Grand Final breakfast on Nova 100. The cup has arrived.
Oh, have a look at it,
Yes.
Jace.
I know
Josh
it's doing the
Kennedy's
rounds.
Rolled in with the Premiership Cup. That is hot property. Who will be holding that up on the weekend?
Is it
Time
bad
will
luck
tell.
to touch the cup if you're...
No, everyone's getting photos with it this morning. We've got one of
I
those
wouldn't
little
be touching it.
We've got one of those little chains like they have at Combank attached to
Wouldn't
the
you?
pens.
No, it's bad luck.
No, it's not.
If you're playing in the grand final, you
oh, well,
shouldn't
guess
be
what?
touching the cup.
Have a look around. Do you think any of these people are
Well,
playing the
they-
grand final?
They
Big
might
J
be
certainly
super
not.
No, he isn't.
No.
What about our next guest? Let's say hello to this man.
Our next guest is the former president of the Collingwood Football Club and now a footy expert on Channel 9, Eddie Maguire.
Eddie Maguire. good
Eduardo.
morning.
Hello, guys.
Eddie, should
I
we-
like that now. I'm a new guy on Channel 9. It's
A new
fantastic.
guy.
Now,
You've
can I
only
just
been
say
around
one thing
Channel
to
9
you?
for 100
You
years.
invite me on here, and you guys are fantastic. And can I say congratulations on a premiership here for you guys? Everybody, give me a round of applause. Dominating the FM ratings.
Thank
But
you.
I come in here, I have a beautiful cup of coffee, and I sit down and I look around. You guys
what's
are
he
going
done?
great. And I look up, the first person I see with a premiership cup in his hand is Josh Kennedy of the West Coast Eagles. The last time he did that is when he snatched it away from me in 2018 in the Mighty Magpies.
Does it still sting?
It was a block. It was a free kick, I can tell you. And he kicked one from the boundary line, and I've got over it. I really
Lauren,
have.
It really looks
Does it
like you're
still
not holding on
sting?
to it.
Does it sting?
No.
I'll tell you what happens when you lose a grand final. You don't. It's not a disappointment. You actually lose a part of your soul that never comes back. And I'm being serious about that. When you're in there, this is why it's great having all the fun of it. But when you're involved, Clint just saying before, do you touch the cup? No, you don't. If you're involved, you don't want to
Yeah.
bring any
Really?
bad, don't want to bring any bad juju anywhere along the
Yes.
place.
We-
But yeah, when like I still look at the ceiling at night and think about the 2002 last quarter when that Anthony Rocker's goal that wasn't paid and things like, because it comes and it goes.
Yes.
And now that's Jonathan Brown's premiership, and that's Josh Kennedy's premiership, and it's
well,
not
we
yours.
were talking to Eddie Betts yesterday, and he was saying to get over losing a premiership, you've got to win one. That's the
Yeah, well, that
only
helps.
way to heal the wound.
Yeah, so
and you've done that.
2010. Well, we did it the hard way. We had to play 2 grand finals to win
Oh my
one.
God, that's
yeah,
right.
the draw. So that.
Oh my
that
God,
just-
the draw!
Yeah.
Do you remember the draw?
Did you
Yes.
contemplate
Draw.
getting a premiership tattoo, Ed?
No, well, I came from Broadmeadows where you actually got tattooed at your baptism. So I've actually
No clean skins out that way.
No,
Oh, right, yeah.
well, but not these barista type
Yeah,
tattoos.
right.
I mean,
Oh,
they used
no
to have
fine lines.
cut here across your throat. That's what, we used to have the old prison tattoos out in Broadmeadows. That's how you got into the nightclubs. You had to have one. But no, I'm not. No, I'm actually not a tattoo sort of guy. That's my
I'm
sort
not
of. I'm the
surprised.
other sort of.
Yeah,
way.
I'm the same. I don't think I'd look good with a sleeve in a nursing home at 92.
No, I don't think so. And
I don't
I'm
think you'd look good with a sleeve now.
Yeah, no, fair point. Fair point.
That's, but good luck to everyone who does. That all started in 1990 when the Pies won and broke the 32-year drought.
Of course,
That was
Collingwood started the tattoos.
of course,
Of course they did.
That was when we rioted and actually burnt the city down after we won in 1990. It was fantastic.
I was saying to my boys, because my boys have only recently gotten to footy and they're Pies fans.
Oh, beautiful.
I know.
Jeez, I'll have to get them down. I'll look after them.
Exactly. And after a win last year, I had to sit them down and go, guys, you can't just walk around,
It doesn't happen every year.
Yeah, exactly. You need to appreciate this because your mates at school, their dads would never even experience the grand final.
Exactly. Tell them they've still got 2 days of it. We're still the reigning premiers.
Yes, we are.
Right,
Yes.
Keep going, okay?
All right,
I'll
well,
give you some
let's look
support over here.
forward, Eddie. It is
Yeah.
it is a great week in Melbourne Grand
That's
Final
unbelievable.
week.
Yeah.
The atmosphere, even though there's no Melbourne teams, and that's stinging a little bit. Well, we're going
Nah, it
South
doesn't matter.
Melbourne,
To
Fitzroy.
me, it doesn't matter if it's for me. Unless your team's in it, I mean, I'd rather have Brisbane and the Swans in it than
Than Carlton. I knew you were going to say.
Exactly, as Victorians, that's what we want to
I don't want to
see.
see that, yeah.
Okay,
And it
so-
might mean they stop complaining about everything as well, so that'll be a double whammy.
Well, we really hate the Blues, don't we? I've
Oh
noticed.
yeah, if it's not you, it's a bit like Collingwood. If
Can't have the
Collingwood's not your
Blues,
team, you
mate.
hate
I've
them.
got a soft spot for Carlton, I really do. It's a quarry out the back of Broad.
So take
You know
me.
what you got when you got an Essendon supporter and a Carlton supporter up to their neck in concrete?
What do you got?
Not enough concrete is the answer to that.
Let's go to the final siren on Saturday. Who wins?
Look, at the moment, if you go with your head, you say the Sydney Swans. They've been the top team all year. They've played beautifully. And they've had the perfect run. They've had the breaks. They've got themselves right. Callum Mills isn't playing, obviously, which I think is a good thing for them to do, to declare that early so
Yeah.
there's no carry
No
on,
distractions.
no subterfuge. He's got the hamstring. 21 days hamstring on your best day, so don't bring him in early and hope. And But having said that, there's something about Chris Fagan at the moment.
I love him. I
So
don't
do
know
I.
him,
I
but
spent
love
a lot
him.
of time with Chris this year, and mid-year he was just about ready to snatch it. All the injuries, all the dramas around him, he was so down. But what he's been able to do is to manufacture a game plan around what he's got. And I just felt last night, Dane Zorko was in on Footy Classified, and they said they learnt from last year. They were rushed last year, so they've come down early.
Yeah, because
training
they're already
today,
here, are they?
And they're
So I
going
think
to
the
everything.
Swannies flying
They
this
got in.
morning.
They got in yesterday. The Lions,
but they're
the
going
Swans
to everything.
today.
They're on the shows. Tonight, Harris Andrews is going to be on our show that we're doing at 7:30 on Channel 9, the My Room show. But they're saying, right, okay, we've been here before. Let's be cool. Let's not rush it. Let's not do it. We know what we need to do. So they've got a good feel of
But that's why I thought
equanimity.
you'd say the Lions to get up, because what you said
Yeah.
before, the only way to get over a grand final loss is winning one.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be driven from last year.
Well, the Swans lost it the year before that, so you could say everyone's driven out there. Hey, Ed, tonight, My Room Telethon,
Yes.
you're hosting. Lauren and I will be there as well.
Yeah, very much so. But how about this? When you put the television on Channel 9 tonight at 7:30, and you see walking onto the stage Marcus Bontempelli, the Bont, who was, of course, the players.
Was he ripped off in the Brownlow?
Well, he should have got more votes, but you have a look. We'll have Cripps, Bontempelli, and Dacos walking
Amazing.
out. So you've got the Coaches Award winner, the Players Award winner, and the Umpires
Unreal.
Award winner. The biggest names in football. Cody Waitman's going to be. Cody Simpson will be singing tonight. So it's a bit of an all singing, all dancing.
Not
like
sure
the
how
old
Clinton
grand
I got
final
a
footy
Guernsey,
show.
to be honest.
You're giving away a car, I
You're
believe.
giving
I'm giving away a car, yeah.
Josie, you coming on? To get you on. No?
I'm staying right here today, mate. I'm not leaving.
He's
Don't you
settling
worry.
into
Hell, no, you're a
Brownlow.
Collingwood supporter. You're in.
I'll be watching from here.
Hey, Eddie, just on the Brownlow quickly, because there was a lot of people saying it needs an overhaul. Some of these great players didn't get the votes they deserve. Do you think it should stay how it is?
You
or should
spoke
it
to
change?
Razor, I saw.
Yeah, look, Lauren. If you want to have if you've got a leopard with spots and you want it to have stripes, buy a tiger.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is, it's the umpires' award.
Yep.
It's unique in that regard. So you let the umpires do it. Everyone's going berserk. Having said
Should they
all
see
that,
the stats sheet after the games?
It doesn't make any difference, because all that'll do is make the midfielders get more votes.
Having
because
said
they
all
see
that,
the stats.
Nick Dacos was dudded.
Yeah, well, but you go, look along the way. But you have a look at the Lou Richards medal, where the guys on a Sunday Footy show have got all the stats. They go back through the reviews. They do everything. Who won it? Patrick Cripps from Nick Dacos.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. You mix it in the bowl, it comes out the same way.
Bit of
There's been
feedback.
plenty of great players over the years. You name basically the best players in the last 50 years, and most of them haven't won a Brownlow medal.
Yeah.
You talk about Lou Richards, but Lee Matthews, E.J. Whitten, John Nichols back in the old days, Wayne Carey, Jonathan Brown, Josh Kennedy, all the Peter Dacos, all the great. It's an umpires award. Just leave it for what it is. There's plenty of other awards.
I feel like the medal could be bigger.
The
You
Brownlow.
think it's a bit small?
No, it's tradition. If you want a leopard with stripes, buy a tiger.
But Josh,
nailed that one,
In
Loz.
the words of the great Eddie Maguire.
But you know what? The thing is, you've seen over the years, the grand final medallions used to be the size of a 2-bob bit as well.
Yeah.
And now they've got bigger. But the Charles Brownlow Trophy, as it was actually called, that's actually what it's called, the Charles Brownlow Trophy. Goes back as 100 years ago when Edward Cargie Greaves won the first one back.
Cargie Greaves, great Geelong man.
He was a Geelong man.
Now, Eddie, we're talking footy, but Beck Judd thinks you should be the mayor of Melbourne.
No, she said Premier.
Oh, the premier of
exactly.
Melbourne.
So you're going to get rid of J.A.?
Well,
Are you going to be the premier
is there
of
a coup?
Melbourne?
the only Premier of Melbourne I want in the next 12 months is Collingwood. That's the only one. No, I can't take the pay cut, so I won't.
Hey, enjoy Saturday. And like
Good on
you
you,
said,
Jace.
we're premiers for the next 2 days.
Good
I'll
on you,
hold
mate.
to that.
Keep going. Hang on. You never know. There might be lightning. They might have to cancel the game. I'm still holding out for another year of it.
You can
Eddie
catch
Maguire.
Eddie tonight on the My Room Footy Show Spectacular Telethon. It's got more names, that show tonight, than anything I've ever heard.
It's spectacular.
It's going to be a great show. What time, Eddie, on Channel 9?
7:30, good children's for the kiddies.
Doing
We're
it
going to
for the
have great
kids.
things and some big surprises. Billy's going to do the wheel. Where's the wheel?
We'll see you there.
on the box tonight. We are live from our grand final breakfast. This is Nova.
Introducing our next guest. He's a legend of the West Coast Eagles. He's also the Premiership Cup Ambassador, Josh Kennedy. Woo!
Good morning, Melbourne. We are live from Brumanity. It is our grand final breakfast. Josh, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We're great. How
Good
are
to
you?
see you.
Big week for you.
It's been
You got some
busy,
important
yeah.
luggage.
Yeah, I know.
What do you actually have to do? What's your role?
Yeah, so I'm taking this around to different events or we've been to schools in Perth, which has been fantastic. The Cup hasn't been back since 2021, so I had it around the Perth area. It's been to Alice Springs, Catherine in
Cool.
NT, Queensland, New South Wales, back in Melbourne, and it's just been going
Does it
through.
bring back memories?
It does. It's I got the call from Andrew Dillon to ask if I wanted to do it, and I never thought I'd be able to hold a Premiership Cup on the MCG ever again, and
Wow.
to be able to walk this out and hand it over to the two club representatives, it's.
Do you get to pour a
pretty
beer
cool.
into it and have a swig?
I haven't yet, so yeah,
I was
as much as
going
I'd
to
love to, but
ask, when you win a premiership and so the boys win, you go home or you
Yeah.
go out that night and you take the cup. The Premiership
Yes.
Cup sees a few things.
it does see.
Where
a few
did
things.
yours end up? Was there a wild spot that the West Coast Premiership Cup ended up at some point during the celebrations?
No, not so much. It kind of was just with the boys the whole time, and I think once it got late at night, the club put
Took
it
it
back
home.
and chucked it straight back in the box. But
Yeah, you don't want a
it's
wanted
gone
sign.
around to a few of the boys' houses and things like
Clinton
that.
would be trying to swap it for a free vodka lime and soda at 2 in the morning.
Do you remember how awful that 2021 Melbourne Premiership Cup smelled
When it came in.
Petrarca
Yeah, came into the
brought it in?
studio.
Yeah,
and
it
it,
was- so,
I was blind after I had a sniff.
Yeah, it stunk.
Yes, there's a fair bit of.
There's a
alcohol.
waft to it. It's a waft of
It does.
championships. Not
Hey,
that one. That's a freshie.
It's
JK,
freshy there.
who's the best AFL footballer to come out of Northampton?
Well,
Now, by way of background, Patrick Cripps also from a small country town in Western Australia.
we've had 11 come out of there,
Have you?
so there's
Wow.
a few. Yeah, the Andrew Lockyer, Daniel Chick, Paul Hazerbee, Patrick Cripps, Jamie Cripps, Liam Anthony, myself, Harry Taylor,
Wow.
Bryn Teakle, Julia
What's in the
Teakle,
water?
Lead. We were put on a lead night, so we're good footballers, but we might got lead poisoning one day.
Hey, Josh, few sleeps to the grand final. Who do you think wins, the Lions or the Swannies?
It's a tough one. It's going to be an absolute cracker. My head's saying Sydney. But Brisbane the last few weeks been down and out, and the way they play, come back, guts and resilience. That's what you want in a grand final. And it's
a very Queenslander thing too.
Yeah, both been in losing grand finals, so I think it's going to be an absolute cracker. But my head is just going towards Sydney.
Sydney.
Was it nice? Was it
Swannies,
nice
they're
bumping
due.
into Eddie Maguire just then? Just sort of
It was
rub
yes,
it in a little
yeah,
bit.
especially when you're holding a cup.
Just
yeah, it's
remember
nice.
when, you know.
You
Do you know-
ripped
do you know
that
what
out of
our-
his hands. Those wounds are still raw.
Guys,
Yeah.
our 25-year-old Gen Z producer asked me who the guy was in the suit.
About Eddie Maguire.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
Everyone knows Ed.
She's not from here.
But I tell you what, after winning that grand
from
final
another
and
planet.
being down in the change rooms, Eddie Maguire coming in and shaking everyone's hand was one of the most unbelievable moments I reckon I've seen.
Did he? Did he get
no,
down to
he
the
was down
ribs?
in the change rooms. He shook everyone's hand, and so congratulations.
That's
so
sportsmanship,
it's
isn't it?
True sportsmanship. Yeah,
Nah, good on you.
We love footy. Hey, Josh, thanks so much for coming down this morning, mate, and
No worries.
enjoy that moment on Saturday.
I will. Thank you.
Round of applause. Nova 100. It is our grand final breakfast this morning. Sun is out, looking good.
Well, to be honest, the sun's not
a bit
really out.
chilly.
It was out before. The sun's gone. It is a little fresh, but that doesn't stop people in Melbourne coming out to
How are the eggs
celebrate
and
grand
bacon,
final
everyone?
week.
Yep.
Going down well?
Forget about the eggs and
Breakfast
bacon.
beers,
How are the
anyone?
mimosas?
Mimosas
Very good.
and brekkie beers. I don't
That's
think
how we do it on a Thursday morning.
Yeah, this crowd ain't leaving at 9. I think
No.
everyone's staying.
Goodness of the public
Settling
holiday
in.
tomorrow.
We ain't leaving.
We ain't leaving.
Hey, it's been a great morning so far, but it is going to get better. We've got Jonathan Brown joining us.
I sound like
Lions
Brownie at the
champion.
moment, don't I?
We've just
Hey,
had the Premiership Cup here.
also-
Katy Perry shortly.
Mike Brady.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the moment I love.
Yeah.
He did this last year at the grand final breakfast up there. Kazali.
Kazali.
I thought it was a song.
And do you know what? We might have squeezed another song out of him as well.
Have we? It's a busy week for Mike
I've
Brady.
been making some inquiries.
Is he going to do Tenorina's Chains?
I think he might be doing
Because
chains.
She might be joining Katy Perry on grand final day. Actually, Andrew Dillon, the CEO of the AFL, will be here shortly. We'll ask him all the hard-hitting questions
No, so this is what we
about
need to do.
whether it is Paddy Newton or Tina Arena coming out on grand
This is
final
what we
day
need
with
to
Katy
do.
Perry.
So, because, we drilled Katy Perry about it yesterday. She didn't break. When
She
Andrew-
said she's performing with an Australian star who's a Scorpio, which did not help us at all.
When Andrew Dillon joins us, we just need to come out of the gates going, spoke to Katie about the performance with Tina.
Yeah.
She's excited. See what he says.
All right.
Entrapment.
He's a very smart man.
He's smarter than you, Jace. I'll give you the hot tip.
Spewing. Maybe I'll ask his wife. She'll tell me. Andrew Dillon going to be joining us a little bit later on
I love
after
Amanda. She's a
8
legend.
this morning. We are live from Brumanity. 5K question coming up. We're going to check your run to work. Latest in news next. Hey guys, still to come this morning. Katy Perry, Andrew Dillon, the CEO of the AFL, Jonathan Brown, the great man, is going to be joining us.
How about this crowd?
The crowd is tucking into a bit of brekkie and some cold ones.
Hot pies, cold beers.
And then at 8 o'clock this morning, this man takes to the mic to perform. Mike Brady.
The great Mike Brady has just walked in. It wouldn't be grand final week without an up there Kazali, would it?
He is a busy man.
Absolutely.
Diary is full.
Hey, how's this, right? We've we've set up a tattoo table this morning just to see how confident people would be
I can
about
hear
their
it.
team winning. We spoke to two guys earlier, Dyson and Sam, who are going to get Swans and Lions Premiership 2024 tattoos.
I believe there's a lineup of people that now want premiership tattoos.
Yeah, there is.
Before the grand final has even been played, run and won.
Gemma is currently on the tattoo table. Gem, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Hello.
Hey,
what are you
Gem.
getting currently tattooed?
Again, the Sydney Swans premiership tattoo.
Oh, Gemma.
Where are we getting it?
Oh, the back of the arm.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the back of the noose. No, we still haven't got any takers getting it on the noose cheek.
We're that
Keeping it
confident.
PG.
What do you think the score's going to be on Saturday?
Hoping it's better than last time they were in the grand final. So a win's a win. They'll take
Are
anything.
you a clean skin before today?
Nah, got a
You
few,
got
fair
a
few
few,
tattoos.
right.
Is it hurting?
Nah,
it's
like
just
1
like
out of
getting
10.
1
Getting a
out of
Aussie
10.
vibe.
Oh, there you
Come
go.
on, Lauren.
It's like when you go to the hospital and they
know.
say,
You
explain
should
the pain
know.
out of 10.
You should know
What?
about the pain inflicted by a tattoo.
Oh, have you got a couple of hidden ones?
No, I don't. Well, yeah, I do
Wow.
have one. I've got two very public ones.
Yep.
Not very public, they're
Yeah,
tiny.
we don't care about those ones. And then what are the others?
I've got the one with the boy I met in Scotland that matches. That
Where's
will
it?
never be revealed.
Where's that on the body?
She's got some bagpipes.
It's not on the noose, I'll give you the
Right,
hot
okay. Right. Wasn't like a tag situation.
not
I was
bagpipes.
here.
I was young and wild and free, Clint. Let the
Yes.
girl live a
Once
little.
upon a time
now
she
I'm
was.
old and trapped with you two every day. I used to have a life. I used to live. I used to be living.
Bet that tat's not as perky as it used to be.
Certainly
Jason
stretched a bit,
Hawkins.
Jason.
Hey, coming up next, 5K question. Someone here is playing for $5,000 next on Nova. Across Melbourne, good morning. This is Nova 100. It is our grand final breakfast. We are live from Brumanity here in South Melbourne. This is a cracking spot.
It is a great spot. It's a little chilly now this morning. We had blue skies before, but never
Tell you
fear.
what.
The blue skies are coming back out for grand final day.
You know, this whole roof's retractable, and then they've got like a container bar on the actual
I
top
know.
part of the roof as well.
Container ship.
Container ship bar.
And then there's like the brewery downstairs and the bar downstairs.
Yeah.
Great spot, Brumanity.
All these little fun little rooms at this joint. Oh, look
like
out.
that.
Live from Brumanity. Make sure you hit this place up over grand final weekend. Guys, the great Jonathan Brown going to be joining us in minutes on Nova. But first, though, let's do this.
One question. $5,000. This is Chase and Lawrence. $5,000 question.
All right, playing for $5,000 this morning is little Leo, who's... Oh, no, that's your
Good
nephew,
morning,
Clint.
Leo.
Good
Do you want to
morning,
say hello?
Leo.
He's your nephew.
he's my
Uncle
nephew.
Clint's good for the money. You don't need to win the 5K.
Do you barrack for the
do you
demons,
barrack
Leo?
That bag's for the kangaroos.
Oh, the kangaroos.
Kangaroos.
Someone's got
Uncle
to.
Clint.
He's off the bandwagon. He's tumbled further down the ladder.
Hey, we've got Dana with us this morning. Happy birthday. Oh, hang on.
Happy birthday, Dana.
We'll get your mic on. Happy birthday, Dana. 24 today.
Yes, 24.
Remember
Now-
those days, Lauren?
No, actually. That was a long time ago. That was back when I was getting tattoos, Jace.
What,
hey, Dana, now you were telling me before your mum won tickets to our grand final breakfast this morning. She was
did.
on holidays and you made her wake up at 6 a.m. to try and win them. Is that right?
I did. Well, I was on night shift and I'm a nurse and I was at the back and I was like, I hope no patients buzz because I was listening. I had a headphone in while I was handing over and I said to Mum, you have to... No, I am
Meanwhile,
a good nurse. That sounds really bad.
Poor Jenny's in her bed hitting the button for morphine, and you're like, won't be a second, I'll just try to win tickets to grand final
Actually,
breakfast.
so I was driving home and I was trying my best and I said, I couldn't get through, and I said to God after the song, I was like, if I hear Mum on the radio, like, I'm going to die. And then, I heard Joe from Port Melbourne, I heard her screaming, and I was
Do you
like,
remember when
so
I said,
embarrassing.
we got a screamer?
Yes.
Dana was my mum.
She
I
looks
know.
like a screamer.
Well, your mum looks more like your sister. You two look like sisters.
He looks like a
You won't love
screamer.
that.
Okay.
She's a screamer.
Now, Dana, you are playing for $5,000 this morning. You've chosen to go the 5K question.
Now, we don't often do these live because it's almost like phoning a friend because there's, another 100 people here.
Yeah.
Don't help her out.
No.
If
You will
know the
get
answer. I
3
don't care.
seconds
Help her out.
to answer the question.
Okay.
If you don't know, guess.
Guess.
Are you ready for your $5,000 question?
I'm ready.
Dana, 24 years old.
Today.
$5,000.
No pressure.
Here comes your 5K question.
Who won the 2005 AFL Premiership?
3, 2,
Guess.
Sydney.
$5,000. Yeah, what about that? They defeated.
Guess.
They defeated West Coast by 4 points. It ended the South Melbourne.
I'm so broke. I need money.
Chris
Mimosas
Judd won
for
the
everybody.
Guys, I love you guys so much. I'm a big
we
fan.
love you more.
You
What
only
a
say that
morning.
because we gave you 5K.
Yeah, pretty much.
What a morning. Congratulations, $5,000.
Thank you.
You're a nurse. Our nurses work so hard. I'm so happy
you.
won that money.
Thank you so much, guys.
I'll tell you what. If
Now, we said Mum was a screamer. Did Mum scream
on, Mum.
there?
Yeah,
There she is.
picked it.
Mum's a screamer.
$5,000 going to Dana. Happy birthday.
Oh,
We-
congratulations. Can the Swannies do it again on Saturday? That is the big question, Jace.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to be joined by a Lions legend. He is returning to Nova and he's on the air with us at our grand final breakfast next. I'm talking about the great Jonathan Brown is coming up. Jason Lauren Clint's here as well, and so is this man.
Introducing our next guest. He's a legendary footy player from the Brisbane Lions and a man very well known to Nova. Jonathan Brown!
Hey!
Brownie.
Come on, everybody, give it up for Brownie. Yes.
I'm glad you put Brisbane Lions legend in that promo, Broads.
Well
done.
Brady also wanted me to congratulate you on the 20-year anniversary of losing to Port.
Oh, no, that was shocking. Actually, I had to do an appearance yesterday with Mark
I was
Williams.
there.
Mark Williams and Stuart Dew, and it only occurred to me the start of this week. I thought that's an odd panel.
Yeah.
Why would I be doing a panel like that? It only occurred to me it's 20 years since
you lost.
We got our asses kicked.
Yeah.
at MCG.
And that was the theme
Fateful
of
day.
yesterday.
Happy
as well.
anniversary,
I fell for
Dale.
That was the theme. I just had to sit there and listen to these blokes banging on about how good they were and about how me and
How much
Lynchy
they
tried to
enjoyed
punch
it.
blokes. Yeah.
You got 5 weeks that day.
5 weeks, but look, Lynchy threw 20 punches and didn't land
You
one
got
of them.
10.
I threw 1 punch, landed it, and got 5 weeks. So the AFL almost rewarded me. But Josh Carr, only one regret. I've said it on Nova plenty of times. I should have hit him harder.
Hey, Brownie, have the Lions fans gone full Nuffy? Have they gone full feral?
Well, not as feral as Port Adelaide supporters or Collingwood supporters, but there's plenty coming down. I was out at the airport yesterday evening, and there's a big influx of interstate travellers. It's going to be...
Well, the flights are so cheap.
Oh, yeah, cheap, aren't they?
The good thing is, my partner's from Brisbane, and a
Yeah.
few of his mates are like, we're going to come down for the grand final. Paul's like, great, come and stay with us. And they said, the flights are so expensive. We need to come on Wednesday and leave on Wednesday, so we're staying with you for a week.
How good.
I was like, thanks.
Don't you love
Thanks,
that?
Virgin.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Rat.
Qantas. It's awesome.
Well, you know what? My first grand final experience was Ansett tipped over the week before the grand
Oh, you're
final.
kidding.
So we made the grand final.
Did you
then-
have to catch the bus from Brisbane?
Well, no, not the bus. We're actually, as of the Wednesday before the game, we still had no flights or a plane to get us down
Are you
there.
serious?
Paulie O'Brien wasn't dominating the airways at that stage, so no private jets. So we were booked to come down on the train. The overnight express. I was going to have to top and tail with Vossi in the bunk beds.
No.
That makes you sound like you're 100.
Absolutely.
You're going to catch the train from Brisbane to play in the
For our
grand
first game, our first grand final against Essendon in 2001.
And what happened?
Well, eventually, I think it was Flight West had a spare plane because they went into liquidation as well, and they gave us a 90-seater, and they flew us and our families down
How
together.
good.
So we felt like rock stars on the tarmac, just rolling
That's
in.
cool.
But
Legends.
that was our first experience. So good work to Virgin and Qantas for getting everyone in town this week.
Hey, Brownie, one of your great mates and your former coach, Lee Matthews, will be presenting the
Yes,
cup
how
to
good.
the Lions if they get up.
How good.
Favourite lethal memory?
He's a great man. The first grand final. We live in the age of vulnerability, don't we? Isn't that a buzzword? You know, opening your feelings, especially as males.
Yeah, cancelled is a buzzword too.
Yeah, cancelled. Well, Lee didn't sort of live in that world of vulnerability.
Yeah, right.
As we know, the toughest
He was
man
old
of
school.
all time. He's old school, but you could sense obviously we were nervous before we ran down the race. 95,000 people, a lot of anxiety amongst the playing group. You don't know what to expect. You're going into the unknown. And Lee Matthews grabs to the top of the race and says, "Boys, I don't care what happens today. I'm so proud of you because at that stage we'd run 16 in a row. So I'm so proud of what you've done to get here. I love you, boys."
Oh.
And it was just like it melted your heart as a player. And then we went out and we were into it. You know, you float on air for the next 15 minutes. But that's the art of coaching, and that's why he's such a great man, and that's why we love him. And every Sunday after the grand final, we still catch up and we have our reunion now.
That's great.
And Lethal starts off with putting 1,000 on the bar.
Does he?
Does
Yeah,
he?
that's all. He doesn't know about
So
that at
he's-
this stage,
right.
but I've said it publicly. So
So is that what happens this Sunday?
we always go to the pub, the Royal Derby.
That'd
in
be a quiet
Fitzroy.
affair.
Well, Martin Pike's in charge.
Oh, Martin Pike.
And it's great. It's a great pub there in Fitzroy. And hopefully, a few hundred metres down the road, the Brunswick Street Oval, the home of Fitzroy, that's where the players, their reception will be if they win the premiership. So they'll hold the premiership couple off. So it could be a big Sunday, hopefully, if the boys win.
Brownie, I'm marrying a Queenslander and I'm on the Lions for the grand final.
Good.
Do you reckon they can do it?
Absolutely, I do.
What do you think? By how much?
It's going to be a close go. I think this could be a cracker. Both teams play a great brand of footy. We're not going to get too in-depth about it. We'll leave that up to Brody, who's an SEN operator.
That's our executive producer who once worked on your old Chrissy Sam and
He
Brownie
did.
show, who's currently sitting here working hard having a beer, Brody. It's grand final weekend.
Did he
It's
work that
Saturday.
hard with you guys?
What's happened to this? What's happened to this joint?
Yeah, I know.
Your executive producer's drinking beer halfway through a shift. No, it's
That's
what time is it?
leadership.
10 past
That's
8 in the
leadership
morning.
right there.
That's how we do it, Brownie.
No, it's going to be a great game. The good thing, we want to go, we've got good weather, 23 degrees Saturday. They both play a high-scoring brand of football. There's stars on both teams, so it should be one for the ages. I'm really looking forward to it.
You excited about Katy Perry?
Absolutely.
He's introing Katy Perry.
I'm introing Katy Perry. I went down to Mushroom Records early in the week, so I got a little surprise for you. And Brody's banging on.
Question.
Yes.
There's a rumour she's pulling up an Australian female artist.
Yes.
Lauren's got her money on Tina Arena chains.
Tina Arena.
Are you aware of who the Aussie female artist is?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, right.
But I've done some work on the set list.
You've
because
done
I
some
was-
work on the set list, Jesus.
I was
Yeah.
down there.
Here we go.
Because I said our man Brody, who's currently drinking beers, he's adamant that
Brody's got more airtime than the Lions in this interview.
Well, but Brody was adamant that she wasn't playing Raw.
Yes,
No,
he
she
was.
is. She is.
That's right. I clarified it with the girls, and they said, "No, your video piece is introing her, and then she's going to play Raw straight off the back of the
yes,
video."
there we go.
Exclusive.
Confirmed.
So there you go.
We
And,
caught
up
up with her
with Raw.
yesterday and she told us that too. Did you two not listen?
yeah,
It's like that's
come
the
on,
first
boys.
time
What
you've
are you
heard
doing?
it.
She said she was singing that
She said
first.
she was playing Raw.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
She
No,
said,
it's
I
gonna be
better
good.
write a song quickly about some swans.
Well, it's going to be good. Now, my wife's down. My beautiful wife, Kylie's in town.
She had a ladies' lunch yesterday.
Ladies'
I saw her
lunch,
there.
I saw
I
her.
came home.
She's
What
a
time
little
did
bit-
she roll in from the ladies' lunch?
It was about, I heard the door sort of banging
3
about
a.m.
11:30.
Oh, that's not too bad for her, to be honest.
She was a little bit rough. So I tell you,
Just a quick welfare check.
It was like a pinball going down the hallway.
Jonathan Brown, as a friend of your wife, I think those in glass houses should
Shouldn't
not
throw
throw
stones.
stones on grand final
I
week.
know, I just collapsed. But date afternoon today, I'm going to take her to Katy Perry sound check.
Oh, that's love. Also,
Actually,
it's,
we've
also
got some
it's free.
tickets for that. We've got some tickets for the Katy Perry sound check today
At the
to give to
MCG.
someone here at Brumanity.
Yeah,
Jess.
someone's going to walk away with a double so they can be joining Brownie, Kylie and Katie
Look at
today.
this little top down the front. Look at that.
Hey,
face.
Brownie, we've got to let you go, mate, but thank you so much for joining
on
us
you,
this morning.
Brownie.
Go the Lions this Saturday.
Go the Lions, and I apologise for all the mentions of Brody.
Jonathan Brown joining us on the air this morning. Coming up, Mike Brady performing live, and the AFL CEO, Andrew Dillon, is in the house. This is our grand final breakfast on Nova. We are live from Brumanity. How's the crowd? Morning, Melbourne!
Morning,
Morning,
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
The Brumanity rooftop is where you want to be this morning. Where else could you walk into a pub and see the CEO of the AFL, Andrew Dillon, over there chatting to Jonathan Brown, David Neitz?
Dan
It's all
Hannabury's here
happening
as
in there.
well.
Dan Hannabury. People in there getting premiership
G'day,
tattoos.
Hannas.
I know. The Premiership Cup's been doing the rounds as well. There'll be a few photos on the gram with that one today. And it would not be a grand final breakfast.
How about this, man?
Without our next guest, the great man, Mike Brady.
Good
morning.
Morning, Mike.
Everybody. Good morning, Jace. Good morning, Lauren. Clinton, lovely to see you.
Good to see you, Mike.
It is a huge week for Mike Brady, but he's found the time to pop in here to give us a very special performance.
He's going to be singing Chains by
No, he's
Tina
not
Arena.
singing Chains.
Hey, take it away, Mike. No.
Katie's getting $5 million. I'm going to hit her up for a loan.
It's-
Pay off my mortgage.
Hey, Mike, you excited for Saturday? Who's your money on?
The Swans, really, sentimentally.
Swannies.
Swans.
How much by, you reckon?
5 goals.
Yeah,
Five goals.
God.
Blowout
I'll
as
tell you what,
well.
anyone,
As everybody thinks it's going to be.
anyone that's tipped the Swans has given them a massive lead.
Well,
I've been,
to be fair, Mike Brady has been on the MCG on Grand Final Day more than
Yes.
probably anyone in this country. So he knows his stuff.
all right.
There's his grand finals.
He knows his
Getting
Grand
on
Finals.
service leave.
Well, look, it wouldn't be Grand Final breakfast without you here, mate. Thanks so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mike Brady on Nova.
I need a hand with this. Well, you work to earn a living, but on weekends comes a time you can do whatever turns you on. Go out and clear your mind. Me, I like football. There's a lot of things around. When you line them up together, the footy wins hands down. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up there, 'cause I lead. In there and fight. Out there and at 'em. Show 'em you might. Up there, 'cause I lead. Don't let 'em in. Fly like an angel. You're out there to win. Now there's a lot more things to football than really meets the eye. There are days when you could give it up. There are days when you could fly. Well, you either love or hate it, depending on the score. When the Swans, when your team run out or they kick a goal, how's the mighty roar? Come on, Nova roar! Up there, 'cause I live. In there and fight. Out there and at 'em. Show 'em you might. Who's at 'em? Up there, 'cause I live. Don't let 'em in. Fly like an angel. You're out there to win. Ha! Up there, 'cause I lead. You're out there to win. In there and at 'em. Don't let 'em in. Up there, 'cause I lead. Show 'em you hide. Fight like the devil. The crowd's on your side now. Out there, 'cause I lead. In there and fight. Out there and at 'em. Show 'em you might. Out there, 'cause I lead. Show 'em you hide. Fight like the devil. The crowd's on your side. The crowd is on your side.
The great Mike Brady. Good on you, Mike. Live from our grand
Well
final
done, Mike.
breakfast.
Well done, Mike Brady.
Is Nova. Let's say hello to our next guest.
Our next guest is the CEO of the AFL. Please welcome Andrew Dillon. Woo!
I feel like this is Australian Idol and Mike's just auditioned for Andrew. What do you reckon? We book him?
He's pretty good, yeah.
He's done a few, hasn't he?
It's not a bad song.
Hey, how's your week going? First year as the CEO of the AFL in Grand Final week. It is a big week in Melbourne.
It is a big week, but yeah, really enjoying it. And look, can't wait for Saturday afternoon.
It's gonna be huge.
You got decent tickets?
Yeah, they're not bad.
What does your Grand Final day look like? What time does it start as a CEO?
Well, it starts pretty early. We've got the North Melbourne breakfast, and then straight from there to the grand final, and then maybe finish up in September
good.
Club after that. So
Oh, mate, what time?
On
Do you
the
give
dance
yourself
floor.
a curfew on Grand Final night?
Yeah, I'll hopefully be home by 8:30 for me.
The next morning.
8:30.
Hey, Andrew, congratulations, Brownlow night. First one. Were there nerves going into it, like a big game?
Yeah, well, there was a little bit of nerves. Like, it wasn't, the day before was fine, but it just got a bit toey as I got closer to the count. But,
It's a lot of talking for you, isn't it?
yeah, I'm not a big talker, and it was 207 games and 3 players every game. Yeah, it was a lot.
It's a lot.
The pace was good, though. I think, you just ran with the momentum towards the back. And I think Gil just sort of laboured a little bit. He just loved bit of showtime for Gil. You were just business all
Yeah, it
the
was
way.
just, start and finish.
And
as quick
after
as I could.
Cripper had won, it was like speed reading for you those last few rounds.
Yeah, I had the producer in my ear just
Hurry
telling
up.
me to go as quickly
Hurry
as I
up.
could.
Yeah, right.
They do that to me all the time, and the more they tell me to hurry up and be quiet, the more I talk.
We've just got control of our mic. We just sort of faded down. Hey, first year in the top job. How many texts from friends and family have you had for tickets throughout the year?
Oh, I mean, it was amazing. You go through, and then the best of the people where you look and the text you got last from them was from the September before.
Yes.
I love that.
They all appear. They all come out of the woodwork this week, don't they?
And they all know a die-hard Lions fan who actually isn't a member, though. That's why they couldn't.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, we got Katy Perry on the show very soon. Great get for the AFL. She's going to be absolutely amazing on Saturday. An Aussie female artist popping up with her.
Apparently, yeah. I'm always the last to know these things, but Katy Perry will be awesome.
Do you know who it is? Because we saw her yesterday. We interviewed her yesterday.
We know who
and
it
we
is.
tried
We
to
know.
get it
We
out of
know.
her.
We know. Come on.
She
Just-
would not confirm, but our money's on Tina Arena. Are you a Tina Arena fan?
Well, I was a big Young Talentine fan back in the day, so
was
I
it
think
a-
she was on that.
Was it a request from the AFL CEO for her to come out with Tina Arena?
No, it certainly wasn't. But if it is Tina, she'd be great as well.
Should be amazing.
Hey, boss, these are the best two clubs. They always are, really. Brisbane, Sydney. What does your heart say? What does your head say? Are you allowed to have a favourite?
Oh, they're all my favourite children, Clint. Don't
Yeah.
give us that line.
No, I won't say that. Oh, look, I actually reckon they are the two best teams. They're the two form teams of the competition. Probably the heart would go to the Swans, and the reason for that is that my old man's a old South Melbourne
Yeah.
supporter,
Yeah,
so
right.
I'd love it for him.
There you go.
That'd be nice.
All right. Will it be
Score-wise,
the
what do you reckon?
Swings?
What's that?
Score-wise, how much do you reckon they'll get there by?
I think it'll be close. I think it'll be less than 10 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kind of grand final you want, don't you? A close grand final are the best grand finals.
So, Andrew Dillon, we've got a tattoo station just up,
Oh,
up
yes,
here, by the
great
way.
idea,
And we're
Clint.
thinking a nice Sydney tat. There it is.
Lower
You can hear
back.
it there.
No, he looks terrified.
You look like a
We're not forcing you to
clean
do
skin.
this.
Yeah, no, not for me.
There's no flaming eagle across your back or anything?
No,
right,
nothing like that, yeah.
He's got a
Maybe if you
sleeve.
see him walking through the streets of South Melbourne at 8:30 on Sunday morning, we could coax him into
Yeah,
With a
I might have
kebab in
one
one
there.
hand.
That was a firm no from Andrew Dillon. Just
Mate,
then.
well done this year. First year in the top job. Absolutely nailing it. We're excited for Saturday.
Appreciate it. Yeah, really looking forward to it. Thanks for having
Let's
me
hope
on.
for a great game.
on
Andrew
your deals.
Dillon, the AFL CEO, there with us this morning.
Huge morning. Still to come. Katy Perry going to be joining us on the air in minutes as well. It's just gone 8:30 here at Nova. Right across Melbourne. Good morning. This is Nova 100, and that lady right there is taking to the MCG. She is your pre-match entertainer for grand final day.
Oh,
She's
how good is that pre-match going to
Oh,
be?
no, it's
The
gonna be
AFL
awesome.
It'd want to be for $5 million.
yeah, good point.
She getting $5 million.
$5 million schmackaroos.
Do you know how many mornings I have to wake up at 4 a.m. to try and make $5 million?
Good luck with that.
A lot. I
She
don't
is
think I'll still be here
Just
when
a
I
year's
tick
work,
over
Lauren.
that.
in the country, and yesterday we got the chance to catch up with her.
Our next guest is a music legend. A household name who's probably put out more hits than the Mafia. She's here in Australia to perform at the AFL Grand Final. Please welcome to the show, Katy Perry.
Katy Perry, welcome back to Melbourne.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you. It's great to see you. How you
It's
doing?
been a minute, huh?
I know. How long's it been since you were here last?
6 years. Well, no, not since I was here, but 6 years since I will have toured here.
At the MCG.
I was with my sexy cricket bats.
Oh, yeah.
I was pregnant, and I was also staying in the same room that Tom Hanks was staying in.
You were staying in the same room that Tom Hanks
Well, no, I was not while he was
While he
staying
was
there.
there. Oh.
It
I
was
thought you
in-
meant money was tight and you were sharing with Tom.
No,
I'm like, well, we're
no,
going
that
through a
would've
bad patch.
I was like, Rita?
congratulations on the new
you.
album.
Thanks so much.
Lauren, can you
143.
do the hand signal for
Don't.
the album?
Oh, come on, do it.
Don't.
What?
This is so-
What is it?
Don't. I was doing it wrong. I was doing one.
Pressure's on.
No, 1, 4, 3, and I keep going to 2.5. My
So
little finger won't do
1,
it.
4, 3.
That way is much
Easiest.
better.
But
Yeah,
the
1, 4,
three
3.
fingers
I'll
don't
laugh
curl
artist
like.
hands here. I think I just look like if
No,
I start doing that to a crowd, I look like a creepy old guy.
We ain't cool.
Yeah, no,
We
we're
ain't
We
cool.
can confirm we
That's
are
what
old
separates the old guard to the new guard.
Just quickly, are you about to have a milestone birthday?
I am about to be 40 years
40th.
old. I know.
Naughty 40.
Congratulations. Welcome
Yeah.
to the club.
Thank you. I heard it's a really fun club.
But see, I reckon, Clinton and Irene, I reckon you're like us. You still act like you're 25. So it's okay.
Well,
she can do
I
the heart
always
thing
ask
with
the
her
question
fingers.
to everyone, how old would you be if you didn't know how old you were?
25.
I would have stuck at 25.
Yeah.
I'd probably be 18.
You've had
Just
a
as
lot
young
of
as
work.
possible.
Emotionally, I feel... Emotionally, I feel 35, 37.
Yeah.
But physically, I feel in my early 30s,
Well,
if
that's
not
where
younger.
That's where we part ways.
Was that your favourite age? Did you have an age that if you could just pinpoint and pause time, what age would
Right
it have
now.
been?
Thank you.
Ah, good.
No, I mean, I feel so great. I mean, so much has changed. I went through a huge metamorphosis becoming a mother, and
Yeah.
that's what the record's about. 143 is I love you, and I'm so full up on that love, so I want to share that love. And I think now more than ever, I just feel like at that crossroads of feeling like I've got some life wisdom under my belt and my body still works.
Well, I think that's the thing. People get scared of turning 40, but it's actually the time where you know the most, right?
Well,
You're in-
I think so. As far as I know, I mean, the
So far.
50-year-olds are all laughing at us right now.
Yeah, they are.
You got to have a party.
But you know,
what are you gonna
we are all living like 3 times our lifespan. So I'm not even at the halfway mark.
yeah, no, you're a quarter life.
Don't send me out to pasture
No,
yet.
She's
no,
doing
wait
a
up.
quarter life.
Are you going to do a big party?
Oh
You got
yeah.
any plans? Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's a really big deal.
Nice.
But while you're here in Melbourne, I mean, the grand final, do you know much about AFL?
What I know is that the AFL has existed before the NFL. That's some big
It's
deal.
not game.
That
Yeah.
means, you know, you might like this, but I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I guess Americans copied Australians.
Yes.
Yes,
We'll take that.
we were the pioneers.
We will
We'll
take
take
that.
it.
You were the pioneers.
But there are a lot of people going to the MCG on Saturday saying they're going to a Katy Perry concert and then there are men running around in short shorts.
Oh, okay. Well,
After.
I'll take that. Thank you. Yeah, it's
you,
a big deal. 100,000 people. Whew.
Have
gonna
you
be
picked
huge.
a team? You going Swans or Brisbane?
You know, I was trying to pick like one of the 12 of Melbourne, but it's so funny that none of them made it.
No, it's a soft
Shots
spot.
fired, Perry.
Someone
it's a
from
sore
Sydney
point.
told you to say that. Who
Wow.
was it?
No, I was just in awe. I was like, 12 teams from Melbourne and nobody made
Yeah, no,
it.
we really shut the bed this year.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
why a
God.
lot of people are going to the Katy Perry concert.
That's right.
With
No,
the
no, no.
footballers
I-
running around
look,
after.
I can't say I love one more than the other. I do love Sydney, but I have the best party in Brisbane. You know,
Brisbane,
like,
well, you're a
I'm a Brisbane
Queenslander.
boy,
Brizzy
yeah.
boys go
It's sort
wild.
of dividing opinion already because it's Swans versus Lions, and the Swans fans are a little bit jealous of Roar.
Yeah.
That might become a Brisbane anthem
I
potentially.
think they are going to co-op it. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Did you get told not to sing that song because it was supporting the Lions?
I didn't, but I figured when that news came out, I was like, well, I guess you'll know my alliance.
You're going to have to sing it twice.
Good. Yeah. Screw the Swans.
Yeah, I need to write a Swan song real quick.
Yeah, bird song.
Now, I did hear you come out and say that there is a female Australian artist that might be making an appearance.
Correct. And
I'm really good at,
She's
like-
a Scorpio.
Oh, that's a good
here
clue.
we go.
It's
That's a big
Scorpio.
hint.
Because I'm really
Anyone
good at,
got
like, I can look into my
Scorpio's
wife's eyes
September.
and pick my Christmas present.
Is that right?
I can normally
Scorpio's
pick a lie.
October.
October.
Should we run through some female artists, see if we can guess who it is?
Sure.
Is it Kylie?
Try me, because
Kylie?
when you play Mafia with me, you lose.
So you're going
Game on.
Kylie.
Delta?
Delta's already done it. So
Yeah,
she was
has.
with Robbie
Yeah,
a couple of
yeah,
years
yeah,
ago.
she
I'm
was.
saying
She's a
Vanessa
Scorpio.
Amorosi.
I'm saying Kylie Minogue.
Oh, God.
She's got
Who's
the mum
left?
face on at the moment.
I think it's going to hit a chord in you that you are like, oh my God.
Oh.
Madge
Is it a
from
classic? Is it a classic banger? It's not Madge from Neighbours.
You don't know that.
It can't
It's
be Madge from
Rhonda
Neighbours.
Birchmore.
Hey, the new album, I was listening to it this morning driving into work.
Did it make you want to move?
It made me want to dance.
what
I
she
said
said when
to
she
these
came
guys, I was like, I need to see this in like a club
She's
somewhere.
gotta do a club gig.
I
We
was
wanted
like,
to
we
take
have
you to
this
Poof Doof.
nightclub called Poof Doof, which is iconic. And I was like,
You know, we
Katy
can say
Perry
that's the name of the club.
needs to get on the stage at Poof Doof and do this album. It is so good.
That, or you just like literally can work out to it. Like, I love working out, and I will work out to that music. I
Yeah.
will go so much faster on the elliptical.
Same.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to go to the club than the gym.
He's never stepped foot in a gym. Is where people go and there's all this
Okay,
machinery.
okay.
I don't love
And you-
it. I don't love going to the gym. I like veiled workouts, like dancing. So you could dance to this in the club and still get your heart rate up. And
Okay.
that's what the tour is going to be about.
The tour. Tell us. It's just been announced. Congratulations.
It's
We
just been
can't
announced.
wait to have you back.
Yes, in June. It's called the Lifetimes Tour, and I called it that because I have a song called Lifetimes, and I feel like I've grown up with my fans. It's almost been a lifetime,
Yeah.
15, 16, 17 years that we've been hanging out, and they've been using my music as, the soundtrack to their life. And so I'll be playing all those songs that they know and more.
This will be the first time going on tour now that you've got a family.
Yes.
And like today's work, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but it's school holidays at the moment, so I've got 3 kids at home under 10. I just want to thank you for getting me out of the house today.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're like, I have to go and do this
Yes.
interview. Dad
Trying to
has to
He's
work.
told his wife we have you for 3 hours in this interview, so he
I
doesn't
love
have to
that.
go home.
Listen, I know. Like, my daughter's 4, and when I started taking her to preschool,
Yeah.
it was like a revelation. I was like, what is time? I have time? I can get a coffee now?
It's like winning Powerball. It's like winning the lotto.
I literally, and I was like, I looked around my town and I was like, I think I'm going to try a new coffee shop a day.
Do something different.
Have you
Good
been
for you.
hit up yet? Because at my kids' school, I'll get hit up to do all the emceeing of the charity events and stuff like that. They do.
no.
They hit you up at preschool going, any chance
We need a
just
fundraiser.
pumping out
Just
fireworks
one
for
I've
the
song.
always
fundraiser?"
done it anyways. I've done a lot. For any fundraiser, I am their girl.
Yeah,
of
be prepared. The
course.
schools will be hitting you up.
She's not in real school
Yeah.
just yet, so I've got some time. And I'm going to, I hope I can bring her out on tour. And
Is she musically inclined, your daughter?
She really loves music. She loves listening to it. She requests songs all the time, and she's just started singing Roar, and it's adorable.
Oh, I was going to say, does she try and sing your songs? Roar.
Yeah, she loves Mummy's songs.
Does she nail it?
She does. She does pretty good. I've just now put her in music classes, but they're exploratory. It's kind of like, what instrument are you interested in? Let's try them all.
Katie, congratulations on the album. We are
Thanks
so
so
excited
much.
to have you back.
Thanks
next
for
year.
having
Yeah,
me.
the MCG is so lucky. Are you nervous? Like, do you get nervous?
Am I nervous? I only get nervous when I'm not as prepared as I want to be. I prepare for everything, and so that takes away the nerves. There'll be more butterflies than nerves.
It's so cool.
We'll have fun.
We
It's
can't
so
wait
good
to see you.
Thanks so much.
We can't wait to be in the club on the tour with you.
Yeah, Club 143, let's go.
That is the lovely Katy Perry. She is playing your pre-show entertainment for the grand final. And still to come this morning, we have tickets to get you inside the sound check.
Today.
That's right.
She's doing a sound check at the MCG, and we have your final tickets here at our grand final breakfast this morning.
All right, still to come, Mike Brady and one of the legends who played for the Swannies.
Dan Hannabury's going to join us.
He is in the house.
Doesn't he look $1 million
I was about to
in
say,
his suit?
he's the best dressed man in the house.
He is.
He is going to be joining us in minutes. It is at our grand final breakfast here on Nova. Good morning, Melbourne.
Good morning.
It is our grand final breakfast live from Brumanity.
Any Swan supporters out there?
Yeah.
Yes.
We've got a few Swanee fans in the
Everybody
house.
out there, yes,
This
they
man
are. There
isn't
they
just
are.
a veteran. He's a 2012 Premiership player with the Sydney Swans as well. Dan Hannabury, good to see you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Good morning. Are you still mates with a lot of the players?
Yeah, still mates with a lot of the guys. Spoken to a few of them over the week. Probably 3 or 4 of them I'm pretty tight with. And
How are they feeling?
Most
Trying
of my
to flog them
teammates
real
retired
estate,
now.
or are you just talking footy?
Trying to flog them into commercial real estate as well.
Yeah, they've got plenty of money. The
I'm
football
saying,
players.
guys, the Melbourne market, it's red hot at the moment. Land tax is going up. Never a better time to invest.
God, he sounds like Marty Fox.
But I still speak to a few of them. They're like anything, they're keeping it pretty simple. Like even to me, I'm like, guys, I'm your mate. You don't need to tell me. You tell me how it is. Like, no, keeping it simple and
Yeah.
in the moment and keeping the processes straightforward, all that sort of stuff. But no doubt, the night before and the day of, the nerves will come.
Do you feel for Cal Mills?
No, I do, definitely. I think from all reports he came out and said he was good to go and fit to play after training. But given Sam Reid in that last grand final 22 came in with an injury, Clay had missed it. I think Horse will probably have a few nightmares from that a little bit. And then, it's a really tough situation.
Tough.
Yeah,
it's tough, isn't it?
It's
Every
hard,
year,
yeah.
we were saying before, there's always a heartbreak story, isn't there,
No,
leading
absolutely.
up to the grand final.
If they win, someone will give them the medal. I'll call it now.
Maybe,
Okay, thanks,
maybe
Eddie
it'll be
Maguire.
Bevo again.
Be bloody awkward if he doesn't. If they don't. Jay said I was going to get one.
I mean, you've been there on grand final day. How, a lot of players play their whole careers and don't get that moment to run out to a packed MCG on grand final day. Just how special is it when you run out and hear the roar of the crowd?
Oh, it's quite amazing, really. The energy you get from the crowd is amazing. You sort of run out, you do your warm-up, and then the first bounce goes, and all of a sudden you hear the crowd roar. If you get yourself caught up watching and listening to the crowd, you lose track of the ball, so you're just focusing on the ball the whole time. The game finished, and you go, oh, shit, I wish I had taken the crowd more.
Yeah.
And so, it's such a blur, and things happen, you're exhausted, and then we're lucky enough to win it in 2012, and this rush of adrenaline and energy is like nothing I've ever felt before. It's amazing for a couple of hours after a bruising contest, and then the other two finals we didn't quite get there. It was the opposite feelings.
But, I mean, we were talking to Jonathan Brown before, and he said that on the Sunday after the grand final, every year the Lions premiership players catch up. Once you win a premiership with a team, you're bonded for life, aren't you?
No, absolutely. We had our 10-year reunion a couple of years ago.
Quiet night?
It was relatively quiet.
Yeah, right.
But we usually catch up every Friday before the grand final. It's been a bit disjointed this year. A few guys that usually organise it, they've gone quiet, so I'm not sure what's going on there. So I've shot the message out to the WhatsApp group going, what's going on, and still have heard cricket. So obviously I'm still really tight with the guys, which is great. So
They're keeping a lid on it.
You sure they haven't taken it to a different group?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm worried about. I mean, Lauren asked if I'm still mates with the guys. I mean, who knows?
Hey, just one more on grand final day itself. I know Katy Perry's playing today. Do players actually, are you able to take in any of that sort of pre-match type stuff? Do you remember who played
What, you think
pre-match?
they're going to be out there on the sidelines dancing to Katy Perry
They're in
before
the
grand
room,
final?
so I'm wondering if they might have a TV
I think
on.
we had Meatloaf one year.
Oh, no, you were lucky you were in the room.
I was walking
May
out.
he rest in peace.
I was walking out to listen to him, walked out, looked at it, and walked straight back in.
Yeah.
But I think the 2022 grand final that Swans lost to Geelong by some way, I believe Errol Gordon and Warner were listening to, who was that? It was
Robbie.
Robbie.
It was
Yeah,
Robbie.
Robbie and
Robbie.
Delta. And so I believe this year I can guarantee your horse and the coach will say,
He'll have them locked up.
Stay in.
stay in the change rooms. We're not going out to
Yes,
listen to
we're not
Katy
making
Perry.
the same mistakes as last time.
Well, mate, enjoy it. You're going to be there on Saturday.
I'll be there Saturday. So
Can they do it?
I think they can. I think it'll be really close. I think they'll win by a couple of goals. But Brisbane's forward line, they've got star power all over the ground, so I'm concerned.
So what are the Swans got to do to shut down that forward line? What are the Swans got to do to win the grand final?
They'll have Rampy, Cunningham and Braden Campbell on their three small forwards in Rayner, Bailey and Cameron. So they'll try and shut those guys down. But importantly, Brisbane will have to control the ball with the uncontested marks and get control of the game. So if they can stop that and then get some pace on the ball themselves with Nick Blakey and those sort of players at halfback.
Brody Grundy.
Brody Grundy in form in the middle.
Darcy Fort hasn't got a chance.
We'll see how we go. But I think those factors are massive.
Good luck to your Swannies. Hopefully
guys.
get let back into that WhatsApp group too.
Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed. Well, I might have to do a bit of reconnaissance and work out
Maybe you should stop trying to sell them real estate.
I've watched the look of paranoia go over your face in the last 60 seconds.
It's funny, as I'm talking to you, I've sort of figured out that actually, funnily enough, the joke's on me.
Hey, Dan, thanks for coming down this morning, mate.
Good luck to your
guys.
Swannies.
I'll tell you
Thanks,
what,
Hannes.
it would not be grand final week without this man. He has already performed once for us this morning. Clint, this is your favourite.
It is. It's the anthem for grand final day. Well, actually, there's two. There's Up There Kazali and also one day in September. Mike Brady, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Here
right.
we
Give it up
go.
for him.
Mike Brady.
It is our breakfast on Nova.
Well, we put a lot in. Oh, there I am, sorry. Well, we put a lot in and we worked real hard. There are days when we tried, days when we start trying to please the crowds and they're unforgiving. There are easier ways to make a living. We've come a long way since the start of things. We've seen the joy that hard work brings. You've made us cry, you've made us smile. We've hit the front, now it's all worthwhile. Here we go! 'Cause there's one day in September we want to remember. There isn't any doubting we'll be in there shouting. Football's such a part of this old town, and we know that she won't let us down. Well, there's nothing better than a nice good win. There's no second prize if you let them in. You gotta give your best and then give again. Out there's no such thing as friends. We've been our best and we've been our worst. If we do it right, we'll come home first. Gotta get in there and make them sag. Hit them hard and take the flag. Here we go, everybody, help me. 'Cause there's one day in September we want to there isn't any doubting we'll be in there. That's better. Shouting. Football's such a part of this old town. And we know that you won't let us down. You singing? 'Cause there's one day in September we want to remember. There isn't any doubting we'll be in there shouting. Football's such a part of this old town. And we know that you won't let us down. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Mike Brady.
Well done,
What a
Mike
legend.
Brady. It's
Hey,
not grand final week without
exactly.
a bit of that. It was dangerous, me having a microphone during that.
Oh,
Put
yeah.
that
I nearly
down.
made it a duet, Mike.
It was horrific sitting beside you for that. Lauren on backing vocals. Mike Brady at our grand final
You are
breakfast
welcome.
here on Nova. Enjoy grand final weekend, Mike. It wouldn't be grand final breakfast without that man.
Mike
Oh.
Brady, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, guys, as well as Mike on Saturday, Katy Perry. Rumour has $5 million for the Telstra pre-show entertainment.
Well, then she's going to put on quite a show for $5 million.
6 songs.
6 songs. It's pretty good.
Songs.
Were you supposed to reveal that?
No.
How do you know that?
I could tell by your face. It just rolled out and you're like, no, not supposed to say
How
that.
do you know? Does that include Tina Arena's Chains or not?
It
6
may
songs
do.
plus Chains or
It may
including
do.
Chains?
So, look, Katy Perry is actually doing her final rehearsals today at the MCG. We can get you in there for the sound check. Everyone here this morning at Brewmanity at our grand final breakfast is in the running. We've got 2 winners.
I've been given the winners' names. He's Lauren Jones in the house. There
Lauren
he is.
Jones!
You're off to the MCG early to see Katy Perry today.
You're going to see it today.
And Melissa Salerno. Is Melissa Salerno?
Melissa!
Oh, we got a screamer up the back. You're off to see Katy Perry soundcheck today. It's
Not
going to be
just you,
so good.
but you can take a friend as well. You've each got a double.
How
So,
Guys, the long weekend's starting early. Get a mimosa. Get down to see Katy Perry.
Lauren's
and
got
let's
a-
get our grand final
Lauren's
weekend
got a
going.
North Melbourne scarf on, so you finally had a win this year. You got the Collingwood scarf on as
Oh,
well.
you've had a
Very
win
good.
too. Well done in September.
Katy Perry playing the Telstra pre-game. And don't forget her new album, 143, is out now. Live from Brewmanity. This is our grand final breakfast on Nova 100. This is Nova 100. It is our grand final breakfast.
We're currently...
Can I just say, it's our grand final breakfast. Christina Hearn from the Today Show has turned up and totally crashed, and none of our crowd are paying any attention to us. They're all paying attention to the great Christina Hearn from the Today Show, who's
you just-
rolled in with her Brisbane Lions scarf on. Chris.
Did you just put my kids on the telly saying they want tattoos?
Correct.
Yeah.
And what we've done is we've organised that.
Oh, great.
Now, Christina Hearn, you are a proud Brisbane Lions
The
fan.
Queenslander.
Yeah.
And you told me before that you couldn't get tickets to the grand final. Surely your best mate, Clint Stanaway, can help you out.
Look, I have connections, and I hit Clint up early in the week and said, you are my best chance for a ticket.
Yeah,
if
help
you
your
get
sister
2
out.
and you don't take me, there's going to be hell to pay. Now,
Well-
Clint, did you get me a ticket?
Well,
Clint.
guess what? We've got some news for you this morning, Christine.
What?
Yeah, we don't have tickets.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Thankfully,
Clint Stanaway, come on. Put her out of
thankfully,
her
I've got a
misery.
ticket for you, Christine.
Oh my God. You've turned into a full winner, Nuffy.
I was always enough, Jace.
She's a Queenslander.
What a morning we've had down here at Brewmanity. Can I do a shout out as well to Ting and the crew from Jopo MBC Tattoos? Christine's actually going to get another one.
She is, yeah.
She won't tell us
Yes.
where the first one is on
It's
the
on
body.
her Arnold's.
I'm a Sunshine Coast girl, so
It is on her Arnold's.
It's on her
it's close to my anus.
Yes, queen. She's a
Oh, when you
Queenslander.
got one, you might as well get
Yeah,
two.
you can take the girl out of Queensland. You can't take the Queensland out of the girl.
But a big thank you to those guys. You can check them out on Insta, Jopo MBC. They've been handing out tats left, right, and
Not
centre.
really
There's-
handing them out. Now, your son Hudson, where is he? He said to me, "Can you ask Dad if I can get a tat?" He's
No.
rolled in with some Diamante necklace,
I know, he looks like...
looking like
And
he's
blue
selling
hair. I know.
selling grand final tickets under his coat.
Well,
this
he looks like
morning.
he's selling something. He's got a bum bag hanging around his shoulder. I'm like, can you look any more dodgy? No, my kids are banned from the tattoo parlour.
Yes, okay.
Hey, what a morning it has been. If you're just joining us, take a listen to what's gone down.
On the road to the Holy Grail.
Sun is up, live from Brumanity. It is our grand final breakfast. Dave
Dave
Neitz joining us on the air this morning.
What a great morning for it.
Do you have a weird little tradition you do on the morning of game
Were
day?
you superstitious?
I did eat the same breakfast. It was baked beans on toast.
No.
Bit of baked
You
beans on
had baked
toast.
beans before you played in
Bit
the
of
grand
baked beans. I
final.
thought I'd put the opposition off a little bit. Maybe we might just
Eddie McGuire.
Hello, guys. Eddie. I come in here, I have a beautiful cup of coffee, and I sit down, and I look up. The first person I see with a premiership cup in his hand is Josh Kennedy of the West Coast Eagles. The last time he did that is when he snatched it away from me in 2018.
There are some very excited footy fans.
We've got Sam, who's a Swannies fan. Morning, Sam.
How you going?
He's come down to get a premiership tattoo before they've won the premiership.
So what, they're getting Premiers 2024?
Yeah, before the game.
Before the game.
That's confidence. Playing for $5,000 this morning is...
Dana, who won the 2005 AFL premiership?
Sydney.
Jonathan Brown joining us on the air this morning.
You excited about Katy Perry?
Rhodes was adamant that she wasn't playing Raw. I clarified it with the girls and they said, no, your video piece is introing her and then she's going to play Raw straight off the back of
Yes, there we go.
Exclusive.
Confirmed. Mike Brady, good morning.
Morning, Mike.
Up there, 'cause I live in there and fight.
Andrew Dillon, the AFL CEO.
I feel like this is Australian Idol and Mike's just auditioned for Andrew. What do you reckon? We book him?
He's pretty good, yeah.
He's done a few, hasn't he?
It's not a bad song.
Katy Perry joining us. You going Swans or Brisbane?
You know, I was trying to pick like one of the 12 of Melbourne, but it's so funny that none of them made it.
No, it's a soft
Shots
spot.
fired, Perry.
Someone from Sydney told you to say that. Who was it?
Baby, you're a firework. Thank you for being a friend.
That is it. We are getting out of here.
We are. It has been.
Or are we staying on all day?
We
ain't leaving.
We ain't
leaving.
We ain't leaving. We are at the Brumanity rooftop in South Melbourne, and what a morning it has been. A big thank you to Dave Neitz and
Good
all
on
the
you,
team
Dave.
down
Thank
here
you, mate.
for an awesome morning.
Thank you, Nita.
Thanks to everyone who's come and joined in the fun of our grand final breakfast. Who's going to win? The Swannies
Go the Lions.
or the Lions? Oh, sounds like the Lions around here.
How good's Melbourne?
I know.
Huh?
Have a great grand final.
And
long
everyone,
weekend,
everyone
in
gets a
Melbourne.
day off tomorrow as well.
Yeah,
And I don't think these people are going to work today.
No,
I think everyone's getting a day off.
Long weekend.
Have a great grand final weekend, Melbourne. We will see you soon. And thanks again to Brumanity for having us. It has been an absolutely ripping morning. This is the spot to come and check out, whether it's grand final weekend or any weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be here.
You'll
I
be
ain't
here.
leaving.
Yeah, this is far too close to our office, really.
Yeah, I
Very
know.
close.
Yeah.
Stumbling distance.
It really is.
There and back.
Enjoy grand final weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Gonna be a good day. Jason Lauren. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials. Nova.